Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Die Party Void Barons.
6 puppies.
Week
Dress them up as our
number
character.
12. Jesus, could you, shut your mouth while I'm doing the intro? Fucking hell.
No, this is the best idea ever. It needs to be shared now.
Okay, no one even caught half of that. So, we're back. It's week 12, and I'm on puppy patrol tonight, so... let me just do the complimentary.
Doggo!
What?
Doggo. Much doggo, such wow.
Yeah, he's a little cutie, but man, is he a handful right now. Just sit down. Just sit down. Stop moving. You're gonna go growl at the door. I know you are.
Fuck.
But yeah, we're back. Let's do some introductions, starting off with none other than Mr. Eugene. What up, sir? How you doing?
I'm doing all right. Been a crazy week. Lots of work related functions. But been fun. Got to get into Dawn of War 3. Got to get incredibly disappointed by Dawn of War 3. Got to go play For the King. Was not incredibly disappointed for the King. So
good.
Thank you for pointing that out to me, Henley.
Oh, good, because I haven't tried it yet. I've been meaning to see.
I've been having a lot of fun with it.
How long have you played it for?
I think I'm at 8-9 hours so far.
Okay.
So I mean, not a huge amount of time, but
Longer than I thought an early access would get, but
yeah. I mean, for an early access, it's pretty polished. I haven't found any kind of like game-breaking bugs or anything.
Is it?
And since the first time I played it, they've like made major patches and changes.
So how much of a roguelike to the scale of roguelike is it?
Well, you start with, I mean, it really kind of depends on the difficulty you play it with, I suppose. But so there is the 3 difficulties. On the easy and normal difficulty, you can res your you start with 3 party members. And you can res them on the lower difficulties. On hardcore, it's permadeath. Once they're dead, you have to just keep going without them.
Yeah.
So I'd say on the hardcore difficulty, it's very roguelike. On the lower difficulties, it's much more forgiving and kind of more traditional kind of turn-based RPG.
Nice. Well, I'll have to give it a go, definitely, 100%. Mr. Tux Radamus, what up, sir? How you doing?
Hey. I'm doing pretty good. Haven't been up to too much. We finished up some stuff at work, so that'll be nice to not have to do that stuff anymore. But yep, I had my doing my things, my streamy things, going pretty well. Glad to be where believe we're supposed to be being interrogated tonight, so that'll be fun. That'll be a laugh. Be a hoot and a half. Yeah, I've been doing pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't have a new doggo, so that's a shame.
Yeah, well, give me about a month and then this guy will be perfect, so.
I mean, Tux, are you in a position to have a new doggo?
I could if I like. I am technically able to. It would mostly it's like the money, and then also I've been like in and out of, like in and out for like the past 3 months. So
that makes sense.
Weird. But now I don't think I'll be traveling as much. So like maybe.
So to give you an idea, like this is how much of a problem getting a fucking puppy is in Poland. So in Poland, rabies is still a thing with like birds and shit. So he can't go outside for the next 4 months.
Oh.
Right, because literally, like, he smells dog pee and then he licks it. Oop, rabies. Like, it's
shit.
It's not good. So, yes, I know.
Do you have to like have him like go in a like box or something?
No,
Looks like he'll need some shots.
Yeah, he will have to get shots, but right now he has to pee on a mat, and he's just like being like, well, I'm just gonna go anywhere I want, and he's like, oh,
right, yeah, I'm a dog. Why would I just go wherever I want?
Look, if you scream at that door, I'm gonna come get you. Okay? I don't care how many kisses you give me. Right.
Shots.
But yeah, no, about a month I reckon, and he'll be perfect. So
cool, good.
Yeah. All right.
fucking
Up
adorable.
next, yeah, he is. Up next
Thank you.
is the most adorable.
Exactly.
He now has a contender for the title of Floof Knight because this guy's
True.
name is Ronan, which is literally samurai. And he's fluffier. He's double. He's. Are you?
Oh, he's the floofy of the East.
East meets West in an epic showdown.
Are you double coated like this guy?
Maybe.
Then Floof smells dog pee and licks it. Boom, rabies.
And
Boom,
rabies.
rabies.
Yeah, that's true. That's why I can't go outside. That's why I stay here and stream all the time. Yes, hello everyone. I've been playing. I finished up Mass Effect Andromeda last week. I've been playing Players Unknown Battleground. Been a lot of fun. I'm complete
Ooh.
trash at that game.
We should get together because we're trash and I hate playing with sheepdogs.
Well, it's okay. So it's supposed to be a battle royale survival to the last man, but I kind of go in there as an assassin. I take one man out and then I die. That's all I do. I take out one person.
That's not how assassins work.
Yeah, well,
No.
I mean, that's how an assassin works.
I take out my target, and that's all I do.
That's not how a repeatable assassin works.
No, but if you're, in a immortal battleground, why not?
I mean, having a 1-to-1 kill-to-death ratio means you are literally doing nothing.
Exactly, and that's why I say I'm trash.
No, you're making
But other than
one other person's game miserable.
that- yeah, and that's that's enough for me. That's enough for me.
Purely emotional
Just
is your
purely
effect
out
on the
of
battlefield.
Yeah. No, but it's this very strange occurrence. If I find a Car 98K, which is a DMR-ish rifle, if I find one and give it to my buddy, we will place in the top 2 teams. It has happened 4 times in a row when I find it. If he finds his own, it's trash. We'll lose. We'll get 18th place or something. If I find it, it goes well. But other than that, on the weekends, I've been doing model building kits. I'm halfway done with this guy here, the Liger Zero.
Oh, that looks cool.
Yeah, he's so
Fuck yeah.
this mode he's completely naked, and I still have.
Do you have all the different things that they can put on them?
No, I only have the one set. I still have all of these trees to go through to finish putting them together. So
Gotcha.
I'm about halfway through with him. Just this base naked model took me 10 hours. So,
Remember in the show when he does the attack and he gets the lion's mane of energy? That's a cool part.
Yes, every part of it is a cool part.
Can do his claws light up and you can just cut through anything you want?
No, I didn't spend that much on. I didn't buy that model.
Darn.
Is
More expensive.
have you emotionally bonded with him and that somehow makes you a better pilot even though it's just a machine?
Yes, I have. I
Okay.
can't
Take that
quite.
back.
I can't
Take
quite.
that back, Ricketts.
I can't fit in the cockpit, but yes, I am. But yeah, that's me. I have no idea what's in the future for my stream. We're kind of winging it right now. So
Nice.
that's me.
And coming to us from the planar existence of audio only is none other than Dr. Audio. Hello, Dr. Audio. What's up?
Hi, they call me DJ Dr. Audio. Are you ready for the fat beats?
Hey, everybody.
Yeah, I'm currently
If you were an actual DJ, you would have said, "I'm here to administer the fat beats
but everybody says
orally."
that. Yeah, everybody says that. I just maybe I'll go with the word inject or something. I'm gonna inject the fat beats.
No, you can't. I mean,
Inject the fat.
I'm going to install the beats.
Are you going to vaccinate us against the sad beats?
Oh no, see, I'll vaccinate you against silence. How great is that
There you go.
line? That's pretty almost decent. So yeah, I'm currently on the run from the American government. And where I'm staying presently does not have a webcam. So that's the story.
Sure.
webcams are USB devices that you can bring whenever you go.
Yeah, but I only was able to take so many things with me when I was, fled from the U.S. government, and webcam was not high on the
You
list.
didn't have a webcam in your go bag?
No, I didn't have a webcam in my go bag.
Streamers
like
go
a-
back, man.
That's
Come
like
on.
that's like fucking 10 centimeters of like energy bar, or that's at least that's like a
Wreckage,
webcam
I need you
is
to
like,
shut up for a moment. When are you
3
actually going to
rounds.
stream again?
As soon as I am able to be back at my house and not running from the American government.
Okay. Whatever stories you want to tell yourself, man.
Well, I don't have a webcam right now, but more importantly than that, I'm not on my computer. So I don't have, like, I'm not going to put OBS on this guy's computer that he's letting me use. You know, that would just be rude.
So, last but not least, we have Daddy Doodoo. What up?
Hey guys, I'm Sheepdog.
No, you're not. Don't lie.
No,
You can't change your name to Daddy and then pretend you're someone else.
Sure I can. Just did it. What have I been playing? I played Minion Masters. I tried that out. That was alright. Interesting.
Play the new Armello Bandits. Whew. That order, bro. That order. God damn.
I played Project Remedium, which is like kind of a mix of...
Can I ask you something real quickly? Does anyone ever care about these little tiny shit games that you and Peachy play?
Yeah.
I mean, I used to run an indie site, and I know for a fact that it's like, you know, little fucks were given about those games.
Well, I mean, I don't know how it is for websites, but quite often on my YouTube channel, my most popular videos are like the lesser known indie titles. So,
Wreckage, if you're fucking chewing right now, just mute yourself. Jesus Christ.
I'm not chewing. I'm dying slowly.
you should probably still mute yourself if you're dying slowly.
But what about posterity?
So should I just mute myself all the time?
Hey, we're all subject to entropy.
Yeah, so I guess we should all just mute ourselves.
Yeah, go ahead, Daddy Doodoo.
Yeah, so Project Remedium and Orcs Must Die. I tried that.
What do you think? Where do you fall on the scale of fun to not fun?
I don't think I played enough of it to make a judgment.
You need to get to at least War Mage difficulty before that game becomes interesting.
Yeah, but I enjoyed the character I was playing. He was pretty fun. So,
yeah.
So far, good game. Have I played anything else?
No.
Yeah, probably, but
currently. Oh, we played like fucking that rat game, Vermintide.
Vermintide, yeah, I played Vermintide quite a bit before, but it's always a fun game if you're in the right mood.
Yeah.
And not in need of a sandwich.
Speaking about sandwiches, I have a sandwich emote now.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I have it made up. I just don't have a slot for it yet, but it's getting there. So yeah, who's ready to do some talking?
Do the thing.
Do the thing, Julie.
What? How much XP should we be at?
1050.
10. Okay.
10,500 XP.
Got it.
And you got that 500 for last session.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I forgot to mark it down last time. Cool. Thank you.
Do you want to go down?
Okay. So, last time there was a
Inquisition. Inquisitioning.
The Inquisition, no less. And there was a Door of Fire, otherwise known as the Hordor, still existing.
Can I just say, I don't know who it was, but someone in in the archives has said, in the YouTube archives, has said that they're making a Doom level, which is basically the spaceship they were in, and it's going to feature the Hordor and the sodomy room, drugs and sodomy room, and the Ankatorium and some other things.
That's everything we could ever hope for.
Oh god,
yeah.
No one's ever going to kill each other. They're just going to be too busy drugs and sodomying and arguing with the Hordor and
firing the Ankatorium.
Yeah. I mean, how are you going to be able to tell it's the drugs and sodomy room?
There's going to be like
probably all the drugs and sodomy, I would imagine.
Yeah.
There's also a sign.
Yeah.
It's all these
lovely
power-ups,
sign.
and then like rag dolls who are engaged in the act of sodomy.
I would say just coitus. You don't have to say it's sodomy, but
It's the sodomy room, not the coitus room.
Very important distinction.
Yeah, the coitus room was, on the left side of the planet.
Yeah, right over there.
Much fancier.
Yeah, it is totally within dogma to have coitus wherever you want, but you can only have sodomy in designated, specially anointed sodomy rooms.
Every airport
sodomy room blessed by the God Emperor. The God Emperor doesn't know, won't hurt you.
You go through the airport now, and there's just there's smoking chambers and sodomy chambers, and
it just has the God Emperor standing there with a thumbs up. He's like, approved.
And its own separate ventilation system so the smell of lube and regret don't waft through the rest of the airport.
Also, there's an alarm that goes on. It's like vaginal intercourse detected. No, I mean it was an accident.
It slipped. Wrong hole. I promise.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Warhammer 40k is a super serious place, and we're super serious role players.
Exactly.
Don't send me hate mail. Please stop sending me hate mail.
I have never claimed to be a serious role player in my life.
Yeah.
Please tell us more about this very serious Inquisition.
Oh yeah, that.
It's very
seriously inquisiting us.
I'm still getting in
serious Inquisition.
To give you an idea, guys, I'm still getting in trouble for Sin Eaters being the bane of existence to World of Darkness games. So
what do you mean?
What do you mean?
Happening?
People sending me hate mail about how non-serious the first episode of Sin Eaters was.
Fuck you! I mean, the first episode
doesn't matter.
Serious.
Let's play Void
Second
Barons.
was gold.
Play some Void Barons.
Oh man.
Yeah. So after that, there was some traveling and then some shouting. A lot of shouting after some people failed their knowledge rolls and their repair rolls. Not going to look at anyone in particular, but
You only got to roll once. You know what I'm saying? So you got to.
I'm just saying. I told him exactly how to do it.
It's true.
And I didn't understand how to do it.
It's true. He did.
Misunderstood instructions, penis and toaster.
Yeah. I mean, you make that sound like a bad thing for Markham.
What rank are we in right now? It's fourth or third.
Three.
Or three.
Three.
You're rank 3.
Great. Go ahead. Continue with the introductions. Yeah.
Oh. And then Inquisition showed up, and there was interviews. Some people are specifically geared to deal with the Inquisition, so they did fine. Everyone else, well, they haven't been.
What was your pluses wreckage last time? It was
I had if I recall, it was plus 40 or 50.
To an already pretty high.
To already pretty high,
fellowship.
largely fellowship statistic. So basically, I was like, first of all, how dare you? Second of all, who do you think you are?
Third of all, I'm rolling 110 on a D100. So
third of all,
he rolled an 86 and got 2 degrees of success.
Yeah.
Third of all, the guy who accused us is the real heretic. And he's like, yeah, okay.
That sounds really good when you say it.
When you put it like that.
I just have to interview your crew.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, about that.
If they end up being eaten, it's not my fault.
True.
If you eat all of his entire retinue at once, that's fine. But if any of them survive long enough to send a message, then we get kicked out of the Empire.
Well, kind of.
And that's when the real game begins.
You could summarily execute her, and that would solve the problem. But
there is no way just killing her gets us off the hook.
You're a rogue trader.
That's when we faked my
death. You got some wiggle room.
Okay. I mean, maybe, but
here's the deal. Before we even get to Blur eating them.
We tell them I only eat...
Me and Mersum could fuck our rolls and completely bone us. And then there's always Harmony, so...
It's super easy. Wreckage just tells everyone that I only eat things that were infected by chaos. Therefore, if I ate them, they were infected by chaos.
It's a solid point.
Would not help.
That's their fault.
You eat cows.
Infected
Which were
chaos
infected by.
cows.
I ate them in weird
Heretical
cubes.
cows.
That's not right.
Those cows were heretical.
It's heretical cows.
I mean, have
I'm
you
a-
ever
I'm
met
a
a cow that
disposal-
comes in cube form?
I'm a chaos disposal unit.
It's-
If anything, I'm less heretical than anything else.
It's like a
I'm
no,
doing
but you
the
are what you
universe's
I'm
eat.
doing the God Emperor's work.
You are what you eat. You are chaos.
You are a heretical cow.
It's like what's that type of beef that's really prized from Japan?
Kobe.
Yeah, Kobe beef.
Wagyu.
It's chaos beef.
Chaos beef.
I heard Shaq
yeah.
hates Kobe beef.
So look, I've already lulled him. Look,
What does that have to do with anything?
That was a sports pun.
just say yes or
Best place for a sports pun is a Warhammer 40,000 roleplay show. I gotta say.
I think it was well done. Well done.
Nothing
Look,
wrong
I've
with
already lulled this Inquisitor into a totally placated position. All you guys have to do is give only yes or no answers.
Yes. Luckily, he doesn't have somebody on his crew who absolutely hates my guts just by the nature of my family name, and we already know that that's who's going to be inquisiting me. But as long as
Inquisiting me.
the Inquisitor brought it up, we're good to go.
We're great.
We're great.
It's fine.
Look, everybody
Don't
just,
even worry about it.
when you get a question, answer yes or no.
Are you a
Have
heretic?
we slipped into character now? And this is literally the meeting after your thing.
Answer the
and you're just
questions
like,
yes
look.
or no. And then, of course, we get, what's your orc's name?
Claw chopper.
Claw Chopper. So he's like, so Claw Chopper, what do you do here? Yes or no?
Yes.
Bum.
Yes or no? he only answers yes or no, not yes or no. It's
And just, in fairness, we haven't established that Claw Chopper can actually talk to the Inquisition, so...
he's not going to, but it would be funny if it did.
No, I just think we just tell him to say bum until the Inquisition goes away.
But don't.
Yeah, there you go. Like, oh, he's too stupid to do anything. Just
All
leave
right.
him alone.
Sheepdog, I guess it's up to you who gets inquisited next and in what way and in what capacity.
Oh.
Because I come out, I'm done. We ended on me. I walk out. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Nobody worry. Take your turns. Answer yes or no. Don't
Not gonna lie, I like the concept of us having a after you briefing where you fill us all in on things.
Hi, everybody. We're in the briefing after the interview.
Well, that went well.
All right. Everything's fine. He loves me. We've discovered that it's all been a lie generated by
Oh, so we're done here.
Skult. No, he has to interview each of you for formality's sake.
Oh,
So
fuck.
all you guys can do at this point is fuck it up. Everything's fine. He already knows that Skult lied to get us into this mess. All you can do from here on out is say something that makes it worse.
And how does he know Skuld lied, Captain?
Well, we went through it. I went through what actually happened. I have the manifestos from our job that Skult gave us. He gave us that job to frame us in the first place. And he's the person who proposed.
And what exactly did you tell the Inquisitor?
I told the Inquisitor that we took a job for Skult to haul cargo, that we found out it was humans, made sure those humans were not Imperial citizens, dropped them off at a drop point on a planet.
They say that you can never trust a man until you've sucked his penis.
Please don't say that to the Inquisitor. Please.
Omni.
Adonai, please
And I can't
don't.
remember a time where me and Adonai ever did.
You're not sucking my penis.
I'm not. I don't have a penis. Penises are heretical.
Oh. Well, I guess
In
I'm
case you
American.
guys weren't
King of
understanding,
Inquisition,
that's a Team America reference. In case anyone was wondering, that's why I said it.
I just thought Harmony got in a real dick sucking, kick.
Look, here's the thing. All we have to do, we're getting our ship prepared. They're here. The 4 of you need to be interviewed. And as long as you don't mess it up, he will leave and start investigating Skult instead of us.
Well, you didn't put us under much pressure there, Captain.
It's actually very simple. Don't try and make things better because you don't have to. Just don't make them any worse.
They're not going to shoot me as soon as I walk in the room, are they?
No, you're allowed to be on the ship. You're allowed to be a mutant. Just don't say that you are a heretic.
When they
Got
ask
it.
if you're a heretic, you say no.
If they ask if you know any chaos gods, you say no. If they ask if you consort with chaos, you say no.
I can't
Captain.
say that we've ever consorted with chaos, so, you know.
I don't know her entire life story.
I mean, you should probably take some time to get to know your crew, Captain.
Get to know my crew.
Well, I mean, at least your second mate or whatever Blur is.
Whoa.
Fuck if I know.
Yeah.
She's a very attractive lizard, okay? Jeez.
It's a nautical term, Harmony.
Oh. I wouldn't class her as a second class mate.
Oh,
Fair.
thank you, No Ice.
So she's
You're
like,
welcome, Scaly Bum.
All right. This is the type of thing that could get us back in trouble. Now pretend you're at a job interview. Say,
What's a job
best
interview?
behavior. Ah, fuck. Ad and I.
Yes, Captain.
Can you like
So,
beam into his head what it's like to be in serious and formal?
I sent to Adnai. This is fun. We should keep winding him up.
so
We should.
It's like we've never had any sort of, problem with the authorities because of our excessive use and ownership of banned narcotics or anything like that.
So, Harmony, what we need to do is simply put on our best outfits and pretend we're going to one of those high-class snooty parties. You know, the one where they...
Don't have drugs and sodomy.
Well, I was going to say where they make you keep your pants on.
That too.
I send Harmony a mental image of the last party we interviewed for.
Interviewed for the party.
Well, he did. I was just invited, but, he
Right.
sings. So,
Yeah, it was
I
a
don't
very
understand anything you're
high-class
saying.
party that ended up
All right, don't worry
being
about them.
very
man.
low-class by the end of the night.
Blur, just don't tell them that you have an insatiable need to eat meat. That's gonna trigger some questions.
You don't tell them that either, Adonai.
well, I mean, insatiable is such a strong word.
and accurate.
And Merson.
Yeah, to be nice to the church people. Church people are just a pain in my ass.
You've never done anything weird. You haven't experimented with anything. You just
I joined this crew. That's pretty weird.
yeah, okay. That's the weirdest thing you've ever done, and then you've just done your job since, and that's all any of you have to say. I did my job. I followed orders. I haven't seen or heard anything out of the ordinary. All right.
There was a door of fire, Captain. That's kind of weird.
Right, but they accept that and have seen that. They know that sort of thing.
oh, they're fine.
And we've removed it. It's in the process of being removed by these repair ships. So we're on the up and up for that.
They're like Obscura.
Captain,
Yes,
I feel I should mention that
of course.
one of the companions of the Inquisitor is a member of my family, though he was quite tight-lipped about
yes.
telling me anything. He
I
did
noticed
tell
that
me
he was
I should be
at your last-
worried about the other companion of the Inquisitor,
Okay.
that he would be problematic for me, and that he was the one interviewing me today.
Well, he was very rude. I was interviewed by the Inquisitor himself.
Well, aren't we fancy?
Well, I don't see why, if he's interviewing the whole bridge crew, which amounts to literally 5 people, that he would offload
Oh,
that
it's
onto
because
his
he
subordinates.
hates him, Captain, and he likes to probably see him squirm. I mean, I would do the same thing if I was in the Inquisition.
All right, Adnai, of everybody that could be put under the microscope and pressed, I feel the most confident in your ability to not accidentally say anything.
Lie.
Well, Captain, with your blessing, I'll do my absolute best to not get us all terribly burned at the stake.
I put my hands on
Lie.
his shoulders, I look him in the eye, and I say, do it well.
I spend the rest of the meeting contemplating doing it well.
All right.
Failing to do so.
So we go about our ship business until further interviews are called.
Captain,
Yes.
did you tell him I can talk? Because I can just pretend I'm mute.
That's okay. Look, Blur. Why don't you have a seat?
Come and take a sit.
One of the
Sit down.
I
Please.
sit on the table.
Brigsmen.
Put the bag of condoms over there. It's
We
fine.
were raised on the Death World. We get significant training. We learn all sorts of things. One of the things that you have to learn to survive on a Death World, because you do compete with others, is about lying and getting your story straight. And the one thing that has been imparted on me, and I have learned in my time, is that you never lie when you don't have to, because it's just a way for something to go wrong. So you can speak, Blur. That's not all we need is for Mersum to, accidentally say I was talking with Blur during his interview, and suddenly the wheels fall apart. And we don't have time to tell the entire crew to hold up a lie that they don't know about. Additionally, so yes, you can talk, and you're going to do the interview, and you're just not going to say that you're a heretic.
Pardon me,
You're not a
Captain.
heretic, but you're not.
The ship doesn't have any wheels.
Pardon?
The ship doesn't have any wheels to fall off.
I mean, it probably has circular gears and things.
I'm sure it has like crank wheels, right? We crank something. I'm
We
sure
have
there's
that thing where we tie someone
our
to it
cranker?
and spin it, and then we throw darts at it.
The
Is that
wheel
that-
of pleasure, where we figure out.
Wheel of morality. Turn. Tell us the lesson
I
that
don't-
we should learn. And
I
every
don't
single
go
lesson
into that
is
room.
We got rid of the wheel of morality of first night. It didn't work for us.
Oh, everything
Cramping our style.
turn. Tell us the lesson we should.
everything
learn.
was spin again.
I don't go into that room, so that wheel doesn't exist to me.
Praise the Emperor. Purge heresy.
It's if it makes you feel any better, Mersum, it's probably the room with the least amount of damage ever.
We keep the room quite clean.
We do.
All right.
yes.
All right.
Sanitarium, in fact.
Does anybody else have any other questions?
We take it down to the bleachatorium.
Captain, I have a quick question.
Yes.
Why are you so paranoid about your crew?
Look, I'm not paranoid about my crew. I'm paranoid about inquisitors being on my ship. You don't fully seem to grasp the total weight and power that they carry.
No, I do. I mean, but the thing that gets me the most is that you don't trust your crew to not talk about your dirty laundry.
I don't have any dirty laundry.
I
See,
know,
here's
it's weird.
Here's the thing, Harmony. Having now served with you for several months, I'm worried about you making a problem where there isn't one.
I
which,
never do
you
that.
must admit, there's precedence for that.
He's right, Captain. He's not the one blowing holes throughout the ship.
Yes.
Not those kinds of problems.
No, those are the only problems I have.
I know, Mersum, and sorry.
And
Actually,
Jorge-
I'm not sorry. I don't care.
yeah,
Holes in the ship, as long as they're not structurally, just sort of, aesthetics.
well, what about the ship's feelings? It doesn't like being shot inside.
Well, the ship.
She can hear you.
Okay, ship.
To
yes.
the heart and Briggs to the blame. You give love a bad name.
I only shoot inside you because I love you, ship.
I've heard that line quite a lot, Captain.
And it's never true.
It's
is
never
it, Hop?
true. It's never
It's
true.
never true.
This time it's true. I only purge heretics inside of the ship because I care about the ship.
I'm like, it's not a safe day for me, and then they're just like, come on, baby, let me do it.
I'm not off my cycle.
Okay, I'm just gonna go.
Mercy
don't
is
want-
now
I don't
thoroughly disgusted with all of this human talk.
I don't know
Unless
what you guys
anybody-
do to the ship when I'm not looking.
Yeah, because probably doesn't understand the
intricacies of the
fleshy parts.
procreation. Yes, of the flesh procreations. Right.
Oh,
If there's
great,
nothing
that
else, I'm just gonna
concluded.
leave towards my my quarters.
So I think you guys probably all, disseminate across the ship to do your own things until the Inquisition comes for you.
Nice.
And the
They're not gonna shoot
first
inside the ship too, are they?
no,
They're gonna take turns at shooting inside the ship.
I could honestly see a scenario where the Inquisition leave massively corrupted, and basically have an orgy on the shuttle on the way back to the Emperor.
You know, I've never noticed
let's see how
how
our charm rolls go.
I've never noticed how
Don't
firm
corrupt
your
the
buttocks
Inquisition,
are.
guys.
I think Harmony and I just got a new side quest.
Is it just me,
Corrupt the
or do you
Inquisition.
smell delectable?
It's like, oh, the way you're purging those heretics just got me so hot and bothered.
Oh my!
Ah,
You're
yes.
spreading the God Emperor's love today, ain't you?
Is that a bolt of pistol in your pants, or are you just happy to see me?
Please don't.
Well, you're just having to purge heretics.
Why can't it be both? Why can't it be both?
There you go.
So yeah, the first person who is visited by the Inquisition is none other than expert ship repairer, Mersim.
Go, Mersim. It's your
There is
birthday.
You're talking to someone else, obviously.
No. Well, I mean,
Expert repair.
technically speaking, you're an expert ship repairer, just not this specific.
This ship, not
Yeah,
this ship.
Other ships, you're great.
Your resume says you're an expert ship repairer.
No, right.
He's got the yips when it comes to this ship because he loves it so much.
So you get kind of a very
I'm staying here. Alex was.
you get a very kind of mechanical knock at the door, like.
Yeah, and so I'll just like wave to a servitor to open it up, and it's probably the church thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and then like the door slides open, and the skull is like faced with this fairly tall, fairly like metallic tech priest, and it just goes yeah.
Heretic!
Heretic.
He kind of just marches into the room, like bats the servo skull out of the way, and says. Explorator Marcus.
That is I.
I am designated Engine Seer Belisarius.
Engine seer. No, get up out of my chair. Like dust off my shirt a little bit. Got grease and oil all over me.
Yeah.
What do I owe the pleasure to?
I have been tasked with interviewing you in regards to heresy and many other crimes. Do you have enough time currently to conduct this interview?
Yeah, I kind of like look back at my work table. It was just like I'm like building a miniature of a Space Marine drop pod. It's like half together.
Yeah.
But it's like it's not painted also. It's just like just like put a tarp over it. Yeah, I'm not busy.
Excellent. I believe in these social situations, it is usual for the guest to be offered organics. Do you have organics?
Somewhere. Yeah, I'm just like label could wave to the school and like
It's
go
like just
get
metal and like contraptions all over the place. There's nothing organic in the room. You're like, yeah, probably. There's
something. I think not right now. Maybe.
I like the concept that he pulls out like a 4-day-old sandwich from like the bottom of his bunk.
Like,
Just, one of the crew brought him under the captain's orders, and he just didn't eat it and forgot that it was there.
Like every school kid, you just leave your
Yeah.
sandwich in your lunchbox, and then you have to throw it away at the end of the day before your mum finds it. Like,
yeah, so I have some food. I think it was. Was that before we left? I think it was before we arrived. I don't know if it's any good.
well, this is acceptable. Formalities can be waived. So commencing interrogation of Explorator Marcus in regards to heresy and other crimes. Explorator Marcus.
Present.
Yes. Are you a heretic?
No.
If you were presented by a heretic with heresy, would you take it?
No. I would give him something to help.
Sorry.
I would give him something, a Hellgun blast to the face.
Good. How do you feel about xenotech?
Break it, burn it, destroy it, shuttle it, space it, burn it. Again, I said burn it. Break it. I said to break it too. You get the picture.
I get the picture. If you were presented with a broken piece of Imperial tech, what would you do?
Cuddle it, take it with me, keep it safe, protect it, fix it. You get the picture.
I got that Daft Punk song. And,
a little bit.
Buy it, fix it, use it.
Make it bigger, faster, stronger.
Yeah.
That's a completely different thing, Wreckage, but okay.
Hey, you know what? You listen here, you little shit.
And
Why
then,
don't you say that to my face where I can see you, Wreckage, you piece of shit?
And then Engine Seer Belisarius is going to stand up and go, right, well, this interview was very enlightening, and I think we can both agree that honesty was delivered and truth found.
Thank you for the sandwich.
Yeah, he's just got it like tucked his point. He's like, thank you, sandwich.
Puts it in his pocket, walks out, forgets about it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's got to take it with him, but forget about it. So it's gonna be. And
I just like as the door closes or shuts back, like back to my mini. Good, he didn't see it.
Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
Secret mini.
He doesn't know.
They can't take it from us.
Mercy.
Oh, I see the joke he's doing. He's doing a Gollum joke.
There you go.
So the next person to be visited by the
ghost of Christmas Eve.
Yes, is Blur. Gets I assume you're probably like in the bridge.
Yeah, sure. That's probably where I was told to wait, not in my weird hidey hole.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to go and hide in your weird hidey hole, feel free. I'd say a simple roll would let you avoid the Inquisition if you wanted.
Well then, now we're talking.
It's really up to you. But,
I like the idea that
they have a crew manifesto. I think they are looking for you.
I mean, they did specify you guys as being the main people they want to aim along with the.
We couldn't find your first mate anywhere. That was weird. I don't know.
What about the second mate? Did you find the second mate?
No, yeah, I'll be like in my pilot seat, just kind of like sitting there, waiting.
Do you have your Dark Kermit hood on?
Oh man, I forgot about that great gift. Fucking destroyed everyone.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Are you gonna be the mutant equivalent of Balls Out, or would you like to try and downplay your mutation? Because you can make a disguise roll.
Balls out.
I'm not that good at it, so.
I mean, is downplay the same as hide? Or is it like
No, my disguise is far worse than my silent move.
I mean, if you fail, what could go wrong? It's not like you can get.
Would failing disguise be the same as being balls out?
If you failed disguise, I imagine it's like a little
it looks
girl
like you tried,
putting
but
on
then
her
suck at
makeup
it.
for the first time,
Yeah.
you know?
It's like you put on a fake mustache and it falls halfway off during the interview.
I think.
Wait a minute, this mustache comes right off, and you have scales.
Win.
I hadn't noticed because of the mustache, but now I'm very mad about it.
So I'd say probably a.
No, yeah, I'm just wearing my like weird rag clothing, and I'm not trying to hide at all.
Okay.
You're like drinking out of a cup with your bipedal tail. You're just like.
Doesn't have a tail yet.
Don't have a tail yet. When I get that tail, though.
When I get that tail, I want something. We'll finish it when
That's
you
like
get
the
the tail.
fourth song in the musical of Blur's life. When I get that tail.
What's the first song?
Probably something really sad about growing up in the bowels of a ship.
No. It's probably Walk Like a Dinosaur. Come on now.
I feel light's nothing to light, like's nothing to light.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be like, I ate that cow and I liked it.
That's a good one.
So yeah, you get visited by lucky you, Inquisitor Chance, and a couple of Arbite.
Oh geez, you brought an entourage to interview me.
Yeah, well, he has the Arbite are basically there to look after him, and so they mostly go where he was. Like when Briggs went to visit him, there were two on the door. So he's gonna come in and say, I believe you're what's your class?
Voidmaster, first mate. It's been very flowy.
Yeah. Let's go with Voidmaster. So
Okay.
I believe you are Voidmaster Blur. I was told.
Aye.
Brilliant. Well, we just need to ask you a few quick questions and get your side of the story. And he kind of, sits down, pulls out a data slate type thing, and he says, "I believe you've been with this crew since before."
Born on the ship.
Born on the ship. Yes. Good. And I mean, obviously, being on a void ship for as long as you have, you must have seen many strange things. And he kind of looks at you like you're a strange thing.
I do the tongue thing, like.
Oh, goody.
You know how it's like one in 5 people in a room is like, a psychopath, and you look at the other 4 people who are nuns, and you're just like,
Yeah, like you may have seen some strange things. I do the tongue thing. 1 or 2 things, sure.
Yes. So, in your experience, how often are there incursions onto demonic incursions onto the ship? Having been with the ship for a while.
Usually don't do too bad.
So you're satisfied with the shielding and protection the ship has?
Yeah.
Would you say that you'd want more or less demonic incursions?
On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being more or most demon incursions, and 1 being only a couple, where do you think you'd fall?
It's a weird scale.
The ship has too many demonic incursions. Agree? Strongly agree?
Yes, it's like, here's a questionnaire of heresy.
Heresy questionnaire.
The heresy questionnaire.
Oh man.
Okay, so yeah. I believe you were present during the exchange of humans with Grace, I believe.
Yeah.
Were you involved in any part of that transaction directly?
Flew to ship.
Right, that's not directly involved. Okay, were you aware that these were humans being sold to Chaos cultists?
I just fly the ship.
Right,
Good answer.
right.
Good answer.
I get the feeling that maybe Briggs is like
Briggs is
it's
like,
like
oh, there.
Briggs has made Mersim like wire him into the thing so he could like spy on his crew members.
Let's not
like biting his nails.
No, let's not say that it's anything more than just a cup with a string attached to it, and he's just like listening in.
Yeah, he's put the cabin boy on it, and the cabin boy's like running around with it,
Well, it's like,
I need to eat that guy sometime.
yeah, that's right.
No, he's Lucky Jimmy or whatever.
No, that's
Lucky Johnson was the other guy.
Lucky Johnson's the other guy.
he's around here somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully.
And Hans, don't forget Hans.
Hans, yeah.
Oh, Hans!
Wait, is that the
Please,
captain
I'm
walking
trying
by
to
with no
forget
pants
Hans all
on?
the time.
There's a
I
lot
will
of
never
people
let Hans go.
killed on this ship. Let's just face it.
Yeah.
You know, so
I'm
next
sure Hans is fine.
next cannibalistic rampage, take your pick. So yeah, he's going to say. Also, I believe you were instrumental in destroying demonic incursion just before you came back here.
I'm a good shot.
Yes. What were the exact details of the demonic incursion? How did they occur?
Fucking warp.
The fucking warp.
Right.
You goddamn idiot.
Right, and I think after this, after that kind of initial bit, there's a little bit more kind of attempt to probe and like kind of gain information out of you. So I will roll. Let's see if we can choose a role that would.
Scrutiny
Okay.
versus something.
No, you know what? I think a roll doesn't really work in this situation because you'd have to roll against it, and you know,
And
that
he's
kind of-
designed for this.
yeah, he's designed for this. But the other thing is he's already well disposed to Briggs, and
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
so I think like he's asking questions, but he's not too worried about getting answers. So he's not exactly doing his job.
Formality.
He's not. He's just asking questions. He's not like, oh wait, but you said this. What about this?
Yeah,
Like he's not like, yeah.
Yeah, he's a bit more like if you give me straight short answers, I'll just note it down and it will look all official.
There we go.
Yeah, you know, I'm currently talking to a
I'm
state.
playing the game without even knowing I'm playing the game.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
But Blur's character works to Beckett Briggs' benefit for once. So yeah, after like 10 minutes of basic questioning and you know just going
Yeah, and all of her answers are that just like the most is like 5 words, just like little things like just like answers like that the whole time.
That's right.
Yeah.
100 cow cubes. Uh-huh.
yeah, our Psycho rolled really well. And then he's gonna get up and say, well, thank you, Voidmaster Blur. It's been an experience.
Charmed.
Quite. And then just sweep out imperiously.
I know.
And
then they walk, like when they leave and like the door like goes my arm's been crossed the whole time, like fucking finally take out a vial of obscure and I start doing so.
You don't even like lick it in place in your eye. You're just like dumping the whole thing. You're like, yeah.
So, the next person who gets visited is Harmony.
All right. Let me set the room for you. All right. I will remove my shirt. I will tap myself down with water. And as he enters, I'm going to be like doing one push-up. And I'll be like, 999.
Can't even feel my arms. I did so many.
I can totally still feel my arms because I'm just that goddamn strong. Strong.
I do mental
Embracing
push-ups every
arms.
day, you see. As an astropath, I'm required to keep my brain faculties improving. So
I believe you have telekinesis, so what you could be doing in
is that a push-up with
doing-
telekinesis?
Yeah, so you're just there and you're doing like mental push-ups, so you're just like
You know what? I will do that. I will do that exactly. That's what happens when he walks into my room.
Okay, so you are being interviewed by Throne Agent Daxius Calamari, and when he enters the room, you faceplant into the floor. Your telekinesis stops working.
That's why he wanted me to do it.
Yep.
Like,
God damn.
9,990.
Yeah. And, he,
And you know what? Without getting up off the floor, and I'm just like, you must be Adonai's cousin.
Yes, Throne Agent Daxius Calamari. I do apologize about the, about that. It was, I didn't realize you were working out.
I stand up and it's like, mental push-ups are something that I've come to need. I have to flex my proverbial brain tissue, you see.
Of course, it always does too.
Sit. Would you like something alcoholic to drink?
I will pass, thank you. Only on special occasions.
Oh, how about some bubbly water?
Absolutely. Do you have bubbly water?
I do, yes. Fresh from the Imperium, actually. Would you like me to spice it with some sweet ginger and apple juice?
The thing that popped into my head was like you call over like Hans or something, and he's got like a glass of water.
Yeah.
And then the guy's like, "Oh, this is just regular water." Then Hans like gets a straw and starts blowing into it while he drinks.
That's disgusting.
Bubbly water.
I'm
And it's like,
disgusted.
why is the captain blowing into my water?
Oh, don't worry. He finishes inside all the time.
Okay. Let's shake that off and continue the interview.
Don't shake it off.
Shake it off. Shake it off.
Oh, God, my wrists are hurting for some reason.
So,
Masturbation. Nobody's gonna. No.
I'm just gonna leave it in the air.
so do you mind if I call you Harmony? No real reason to stand on ceremony here.
Yes, it might be a little strange to call me Hom, as my friends do, but...
Is Claw Chopper with you?
I mean, yes. He was probably, like, mimicking my push-ups, to be honest with you. Like, with one finger, he's like... Ugh.
Yeah.
3. More than 3. More than 3. More than 3.
For like the past 10 minutes, he's still there, he's still doing push-ups, and he's just going, more than 3. More than 3.
You may stop now, Claw Chopper. You're very impressive.
Okay, and he's just gonna stand there, looking a bit intimidating.
Do you want bubbly water, Claw Chopper?
Bubbles.
Hans, get him some bubbly water. Jeez, I have to get
Okay,
I have to get that boy to
don't
do...
try to away, Harmony.
He never does anything, like, spontaneous. You know, he always has to be asked. It's frustrating. So, what do I owe the pleasure?
Well, I've been tasked by Inquisitor Chant to conduct your interview. I'm sure you'll understand, like, as a psyker, sanctioned psyker, of course.
Very sanctioned. The most sanctioned, in fact. I don't have the eyeballs to prove it.
I can see that, yes. Of course, he sent me because I am, as you may have already figured out, a black
Cousin to Adonai, yes, I know.
Also cousin to Adonai, yes. So I'm just going to go over the main points and, fill me in where you can.
Gladly.
Sorry.
I just sort of look at him, just like...
Fill me in where you can, like...
Yeah,
because of
exactly.
Made me go...
I mean, if you want, I'm not going to say no to that. Continue.
So, as the kind of head astropath as the astropath kind of transcendent...
Head astropath. I like
Head
the sound of that. I'm going to use that from now on. You don't mind, do you? I'll take that.
Oh, no. Of course. It's all...
Doesn't Harmony already have a head astropath? Should I leave?
No, you should stay. I enjoy having you here.
Sebastian, what are you doing here?
I was doing push-ups too.
Word.
Yeah, I thought this was a group.
What is his mechanical arm?
He's doing push-ups with his mechanical arm, going 0, What? Zero.
I'll leave.
So yeah, I think he's gonna say. So as the head astropath on this ship,
Yes.
You must come into contact with demonic entities and the things much more often than the rest of the crew.
Define often.
Mostly going through the warp, or when you are required to use your powers for the benefit of the crew.
Honestly speaking, I've come into very little contact with demonic entities over my entire life and career as an astropath.
God damn it.
Did you say you? Sorry, did you say you didn't, or?
I didn't.
Very little over the entirety of his career, which is not technically a lie.
Interesting. That's quite a feat, to be honest. You must be very lucky.
Yes.
Oh, good.
I give a wink to the transcoder that's recording in the background.
Yeah. So, I believe the first incident that we were talking about before that we need to deal with is the transfer of humans to Grace, which turned out to be you delivered human sacrifices to a Selenici cult.
I assume it was just a job well done.
I mean, delivering sacrifices to a chaos god.
Well, from my understanding, we were taking it from one of those pointy-eared fellows.
The Dark Eldar, yes.
Yeah, so I was under the impression that we were rescuing them from a life of indentured servitude to one of a lesser race.
Just a second.
I don't know anything about war.
More slavery and death and orgy parties than indentured servitude, but lesser race was correct.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to re-roll that.
Great.
So yeah, he takes you at face value for that, because he rolled 26.
Yeah.
And let's keep. Yes, of course. Anyone could have made the mistake if, and I'm assuming you weren't, you didn't take part in the negotiations in the transaction.
No. It was pretty much an open and shut case. We went there. We waited. They dropped off the subjects. We picked up the subjects. And we delivered them to the subject place.
I see you're very well informed about this deal.
There are some things on the ship that I don't pay very much mind to, and the captain's shenanigans in order to best himself in the world of being a rogue trader is one of them, actually. How do I put this pleasantly? Have you met the man?
Quickly, yes. I haven't had words with him myself.
He's about as stiff as a piece of wood. So he's not really someone that I like to associate with. I'm here mostly because, it's the travel is exciting. So,
would you say that Captain Briggs has a interest in bettering himself as a rogue trader?
It's a funny question because I don't know him that well. Honestly, if I had to put my finger on it, I would say that he's more interested in bettering the opinion others have of him. But that's just me talking.
So, what have your experiences with Captain Briggs been? Is he a good captain?
He likes to give orders.
Oh, as do all captains, I'm sure.
And that's about it, actually.
Interesting.
He has had... he spends a lot of time in his own room, readying his plans for the next course of action, and that's about it. I don't pry into a private man's life.
Oh no, of course not. I'm trying to get a feel for your commander, for your captain, as it were. Are you satisfied with his overall command? I guess what I'm asking here is, do you feel that he's keeping your ship and your crew on the correct course as a member?
I'm going to be completely and 100% honest with you. This is my maiden voyage, as it were. I've never had a captain before. So I wouldn't be able to tell you if this is a good one, a mediocre one, or a one that's like somewhere in between.
Of course. And I guess the final, standout question will be the demonic incursion before you came here.
Oh, you mean the headhunter, right?
The huntsman, yeah.
The huntsman, that's the one. He had a lot of dogs.
So I've heard. I'm impressed that you all managed to survive such an encounter. Not everyone does.
Really? Was it that impressive? Because it didn't seem that much of a tall ask. It just seemed like any other demonic incursion, to be completely honest with you.
Okay.
I mean, I'm being harmony.
Yeah. I mean, if you'd like to roll deceive on that.
But deceive? What do you mean? I wasn't frightened at all.
No, you weren't frightened at all, but it was, it was very clearly not a regular demonic. You've had regular demonic incursions. They happen on the ship every time you go through the port. They're just dealt with by the minions because...
little creepy crawly things or odd things that happen in the ship.
I mean, I don't think it was that impressive.
In fairness, the hounds, before we managed to kill them, did manage to rip to shred all of my bodyguards and all of the guardsmen we brought with us.
Yes, but you've also told me plenty of times that you hire them based on their looks rather than their impressive natures. So.
But the rest of the crew was also cut to shreds.
I hold the crew in much higher esteem as you'd imagine.
Fair enough.
I stand by my answer. Sheep do.
All right.
Daddy doo-doo.
Well, it's very impressive, nonetheless. The huntsman is known to many as a very formidable foe. I think...
Adonai was saying something of the sort. I don't know much about him, so we couldn't say either way.
Of course. I think that does for the big questions, and he's gonna have a few little questions for you. Nothing too serious.
I have marmalade on my toast. Yes, you should try it.
And he's going to mostly try and subtly grill you about Beckett Briggs.
Sure, go ahead. I mean, I literally know nothing about the man, so
yeah. But if you'd like, you can make a scrutiny roll to see if you pick up on this, or.
Okay, sure, I can try that. Wow, what did I roll? An 89? I'll faint point that bitch.
Okay.
I mean, I can only get better.
Ready?
Yeah, that's how that works.
That's not my experience with this crew.
What the fuck?
That would be in 97.
Right, we'll give it one more go, and then that'll be that.
I mean, depends on your definition of better. You got higher.
Yeah, you rolled higher. So
If I go higher than 97,
I would love it.
I would be impressed.
boy, oh boy.
Then an 11. He's rolling Eugene tonight. I see. Really high and really low at the same time.
It's impressive, actually.
So yeah, you after a little while, and there's a point where you drift off and you're just staring into space for no reason, and your mind's just basically playing that tune that you can't get out of your head. You pick up on the fact that yeah, she just claw chopping a bum bum bum. You pick up on the fact that seems more interested in finding out things about Beckett Briggs as opposed to heresy. And then the interview's gonna kind of roll down to a close, and he's gonna be like, "Well, I as
Is there any chance of me being able to ask him questions?
I think the setting that you're in is fairly informal. I think there's you can probably get away with a couple of questions, yeah.
So I'm curious, how does someone from the Earth clan make it into the Inquisition?
As in, like, Adonai's,
Yeah.
the calamari. Well, you understand, being a blank, I'm a useful weapon for the Emperor, and very often when mutations such as mine manifest, we're usually put into places where we can be the most useful. The Inquisition, obviously, tracking down rogue psychers and witches. We tend to get picked up by the Inquisition quite quickly.
Because I'm going to be completely honest with you. Having you here is actually sort of like cathartic in some way. I've never been able to shut off the white noise that comes along with being a astropath, it's kind of... I actually enjoy it, to be honest with you.
Well, I can honestly say that's one of the first times someone with psychic abilities has complimented me, at least.
What would it take to have you maybe join this crew and be a part of my retinue to sort of, help continue this cathartic thing that I've got going on?
Interesting. I would say probably all-out war with the Inquisition and the dismantling of said Inquisition as a structure.
Oh, they pay that well, do they?
No, I would say more that they would be unwilling to let me go.
Oh, I see. I get you. I joined one of those once. It was like you pay for a sub and they never let you leave. They keep sending you emails. The unsubscribe button doesn't work. Let me tell you. The puppy almost fell off my lap.
Are you set up like a Bond villain with Harmony right now, where he's got some kind of...
Yes. Ronan the puppy sitting on my
Mr.
lap.
Bond.
And it's like, no, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die.
I expect you to follow me. So yeah, I think if you don't have any more questions, he's probably gonna close up the interview.
No. I offer him a cucumber sandwich for the road.
Thank you. It's very, very, very thoughtful of you.
If you ever manage to break away from the Inquisition, your blankness might serve well as a part of my entourage. Give it some thought.
I appreciate your offer. I will tell you this: blanks are rare, but they do exist in the universe. I'm sure.
Well, if you ever find any others, let me know, because hot damn, silence. Whew, that's something I can't get enough of.
I think if I find any others, they will be joining me in the Inquisition very quickly.
Do you get like a referral bonus or something? How does that work? 2 months worth of pay up front if you bring another blank to the crew, guys. Just saying that right now.
It's like a pyramid scheme. And yeah,
you get 10% of his salary.
Welcome to the Inquisition. Yeah, so that's the Harmony interview.
I tried, guys. I tried.
Noble effort.
Why did you try?
It's a role-playing game,
almost
mate.
made a problem where there wasn't one, just like I said.
I mean, look, if I can't try and taint the untaintable...
I mean, in fairness, it could have been worse. Instead of asking him for employment, he could have been like, so while you're here, want a bone? I mean...
I have, like, a bucket of lube.
I was really surprised that you didn't try and manifest your psychic powers and like try and like mind slave him or something. Huh?
He's a blank. You know what?
No.
To be honest, it would have been kind of cathartic because it would have been noisy his whole life. So,
so I think before we do the Adonai interview, which is the final one,
not gonna lie, I'm a bit worried that you saved me for last, and everybody else seems to have gotten pretty off.
I didn't do it on purpose, dude. You know?
I don't believe
No.
you.
I don't believe it either.
Not even a little bit do I believe you, sir.
Shall we take a break?
sure, absolutely.
I get the feeling that maybe Adonai's sitting in his quarters, like stress eating because he knows what's coming up.
Stress eating?
Yeah.
Adonai does not stress eat.
What does he do?
He eats for pleasure, sir.
Okay.
So, as Harmony did, I will paint you a picture.
A sexy picture.
As I no longer have most of my retinue, as they've been, mauled.
Kibble. Kibble, I think is.
Yeah, a little bit destroyed. It's fine. So I've got a table set with a chair on the other side. My chair is slightly larger.
Okay.
I am in my full Noblite regalia. I've a plate of food in front of me, and I'm sipping a glass of very fancy wine. And I have an empty glass with the bottle next to it for my guest.
Wonderful. There is a knocking at the door.
Oh shit! I didn't think about that. And now I have to get up and get.
No, I have one of my retinue open the door. The twins, actually. I've borrowed the twins from Henley.
I believe the twins are yours. Incidentally, Henley got.
Oh, that's
Harmony.
right. He got Hans. I got the twins.
Harmony got Hans. Yeah.
All right. Well, then I have the twins open the door.
And in come stomping two Adeptus Arbiter, who rip off a very quick salute and say, Navigator Calamare, Throne Agent Caltrope Toliarp requests your presence in his quarters for your interview.
I'm eating.
I'm afraid he was very adamant that you should come right away, sir. We're here to escort you.
Shall I bring my plate?
Feel free to put that in a doggy bag or something and come along with.
Let me blend it. It's easier to do.
Very well. Girls, bring the wine.
Okay, so they it's a bit of a convoluted path, but they march you to the door and kind of deposit you there.
Boys, thank you for the escort.
Yeah, I think they probably open the door and report your presence and lead you in as well. And sitting there behind a table
With a chair that's slightly larger.
with a chair that's slightly larger than the other one.
He's got a glass and a bottle of wine at the other side.
I think actually maybe like one of the Adeptus Arbitrae hurries off, and you get the distinct impression that the wine has been the Amasec has been like swapped out for a slightly larger bottle than yours.
But mine is much higher grade because fuck this guy.
Well, he's in the Inquisition. He doesn't have.
Yes, he is, and I'm much better off. So fuck this guy.
Yes. And he's doing that. He's doing that thing where like he's very aware you're there, but he's like hunched over, seeming to be very busy. If you want to roll a scrutiny, you can figure out whether he's just doing it to be a dick or whether he's actually very busy.
Could I roll an awareness to see if I can spot the hidden danger of him being a dick?
No.
But I'm much better at awareness than I am scrutiny. Much better.
Is scrutiny not perception?
Scrutiny is perception.
It is perception, but I'm not trained in it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I can just assume through social grace. I wouldn't need scrutiny. I would, given that he's already pulled a power play, through social graces of the noble quarter, I know what's going on.
Yeah. I mean, think about it this way. If you fail a scrutiny, it's not going to be a bad thing for you. You know,
fine.
There's no... Unless...
And I can only use the do it well on social challenges, because that's what he told me to do well, right?
Yeah.
No, I told you to do the whole interview well.
Boom, bitches!
You know, I'm very impressed with that roll, because it's a 16, and you're rolling at a half of your perception, I believe. However, I can't help but feel bad that I used up one of your good rolls on something that's really not that worth it.
It's fine. No, it's terribly important that I know that he's doing this.
I was just like, yeah, you can find out if you want, and you're like, I will find out.
I will find out.
Yeah, no, he's not actually working. You can tell he's trying to make you sweat. He's trying to make you worry, trying to put you on the back foot for the interview, basically.
And I'm sorry, what was his name?
His name is Caltrope Toliop.
Do I know anything about him?
I would imagine, seeing as he's in a position of decent power, your house would know about him, whether you're in constant contact with them or...
I mean, I am the heir to my house. If he's a notable member of the Toliarps, I would know. If you're saying he's a notable member of the Toliarps, I would know at least something about him.
I think probably like he, aside from being a blank, like your family member isn't that much of a notable member of your family. I think they tend to, these two houses, they tend to like the power and prestige that comes from having Inquisitor members and members in certain military.
So he was tossed there because he had a mutation and because of the prestige of the Inquisitor, being part of the Inquisition.
Your cousin was, yeah. I think it'd probably be the same for this guy. So you may not know about him personally, although they may, they may have looked into him now that he's a throne agent.
Well, girls, it seems like I'm sorry. What was your name again? I know he said it. I just can't remember every single Toliarp I've met. There's so many more notable ones.
Oh, come on, Adonai. Why are you picking a fight?
Look, man, it's just the Inquisition. How bad could it be?
Lord Captain Beckett Briggs is in a room fairly close with he's set up some spy equipment and stuff.
No, there's a painting on the wall, and he removes the eyes.
I don't recognize that statue in the corner, and it's just Beckett Briggs like spraying God out of the light. Stop!
Armor, yeah.
Stop!
Please no.
So he's gonna give it a couple of seconds, and then look up and say, Navigator Calamari, good to have you here. I am Throne Agent I had it here a second ago. Caltrope.
See, it's really hard to remember.
It is, but I have them right here, so I can just look over here. Caltrope Toliar. I will be conducting your interrogation.
Well, Throne Agent Caltrop, a pleasure to meet you. Have you met the twins? They are wonderful hostesses. Here, let them pour you a glass of wine. I see that you prepared some, but I assure you, out here in space, this is the best you'll be able to find.
Oh, no need. Thank you. Do you mind?
Please, it's a peace offering. I realize asking you to come all the way down to my cabin on the ship that I happened to be stationed on when you were a guest was incredibly rude of me. I should have known that you would want me to come to your cabin.
Oh, think nothing of it. Your apology is accepted.
Yes. Wonderful.
No, we won't need the ladies. They can go. I don't drink until I'm at the very least done with my business here. Please do have a seat.
Well, I thank you for the offer. So incredibly gracious of you.
Outrageously gracious.
Outrageously gracious.
So he's gonna get right into it, I think, and he's gonna...
Before he does get right into it, I would like to espouse the virtues of House Toliarp and the Inquisition itself in keeping the Emperor's peace and driving forth his justice in this section of space, and how glad I am that he's here to root out all signs of heresy.
Yeah, there we go.
Also, like to make a charm roll.
Okay.
Blow kisses at him every sentence, just like
a
Kiss his ass.
minus 20.
Cool. So plus 20. Awesome.
Yep.
That's a success, but it's not a good enough success.
Don't re-roll to and then get a failure.
That would be unfortunate, to be entirely sure.
Yeah, a failure would be worse.
So, because we've agreed that you'll kind of tell me the outcomes of, is this going to improve his disposition towards me, or will I need a higher degree of success for him to feel better about me?
I would say, considering that your house and his house are basically at war, you're probably going to need more success. You're going to need a lot of success to put him in a good disposition towards you. What a success with charm will do here is you'll mollify him slightly, so he's not like seething with rage at just seeing your face.
Okay.
So
I mean, that's better.
Yeah, you've improved
things. So a 0.4 makes him not hate me as much.
No, he still hates you. He's just not gonna. He's just not like. He's not gonna jump up and.
Well, that's unfortunate. Fading again. Yeah, I rolled a 94. That's not great.
No, it's a 70 and a 94. Could it get worse? Yeah.
I could roll the exact same thing again.
It didn't get worse.
It didn't get worse. I can do this. I believe.
You have another fate point?
I have one last fate point, and I believe.
Why are you wasting them all?
I believe that it's crucial to do this.
I think you're just trying to get under my jimmies.
Son of a bitch!
Why are you doing this to me?
Well, that was a 70, a 94, a 94, and then an 86.
Do you have to keep the new result on fate rolls?
Yeah.
Yep.
Why did you do this?
Because he had a like.
Because I had a 70.
Why did you do this? You had a success.
Because a 0.4 success is not gonna cut it, dude. And I had a 74.
A success is a success. Period. It
no,
generates
not
the
in this
result.
system, dude. Degrees of success matter.
Degrees of success do matter.
I know, but it would still have been just a good
Yes,
thing.
I had a 74 wreckage. Mathematically speaking, the likelihood of not getting better than a 74 once is very low. 3 times is goddamn impossible. Except if you're me.
Yeah, I like the fact that you're very aware how shit you roll in these situations, and you're like,
Except
no,
sometimes
no,
I get a 1.
I'm at Vegas. I'm betting the house.
God damn it!
Well,
I love
do
you,
need,
Adonai.
like,
Don't
a
go
barrel,
changing.
And do you need like a
Well,
a
he
box?
hates me. He hates me even more now. So fine, let
And you
the all the pluses in the freaking world and trained in it twice. Can't charm my way out of the paper bag apparently.
It's true.
Sorry, that's very
Don't-
satisfying to me.
Yeah, I'm sure it was, you dick. Move on.
I'm
So-
sure it was, you dick.
He's going to not show any emotion or change of demeanor, except for a slight twitching of his eye as you keep talking.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna be like, yeah, wonderful, Adonai, of course. So I think obviously we're going to have to start with the instant in Grace, because, you know, as you're aware, hopefully by now, I hope you stay in, you know, up to date with the news. Grace has turned into a bit of a problem for the Imperium.
Yes, I believe something about a cult of some sort.
Yes, Slanishi cult, who were fed live humans by your ship, I believe. Were you involved in that transaction?
I navigated the vessel from point to point as the captain told me to.
Oh, surely the captain would rely on you for more than just navigation. I know you're from a very noble house, and he'd be a fool to not use you in negotiations and such.
I didn't do any negotiations.
I do tend to agree with you, but if you've met our noble Lord Captain, he is a brigsman, and they are very self-reliant.
Anti-fun.
Also known as stupid, yes. No, of course.
You said it, not I.
Anyway, so you had no involvement at all in the transaction?
Out of character?
Yeah.
To be honest, I do not remember if I had anything to do with this transaction. I don't
did
think
not.
I did.
You didn't. No.
Because we didn't have a transaction.
You just talked to the dude and was like, "Yeah, we'll drop." So I was like, "Well, I don't
Making
know why
friends,
here."
making friends.
Making friends. All right, sorry. Back in character. No, the captain didn't consult with me on this particular business matter.
Well, how fortuitous for you. It was handled rather poorly, I must say, but that's, of course, off the record.
Well, I mean, he is a brigsman.
Indeed. Yes, no, did you not think to advise your captain against trading with Dark Eldar and trading in humans? It's
let me tell you a brief story of
When
my
I was a
first
child.
official interaction with Captain Beckett Briggs. We were on the command deck. A man had been sleeping on duty. Another was drunk on duty, and the other, I don't quite remember what he had done. Briggs shot the man in the face, punching a plasma hole through multiple layers of the ship. This is not a man one questions with impunity.
And for a moment, there's a little sense of kinship between you and him, and he's like,
oh, that's what my guy does.
he's like, yes, I know the feeling. Anyway,
Damn
and
it! Damn you, chart roll! This could have been a bonding moment.
Damn you!
I tried so hard, so goddamn hard.
So he's going to be as we have been finding out. Apparently, you were led astray. Perhaps your crew is still green and unaccustomed to such dealings. we will be looking into this matter further to find out the guilty parties. But
Of course.
as far as we can see, your crew was misguided and perhaps not as thorough as they should have been, but not guilty. And about this demonic incursion on in the system we just came from. What can you tell me about that? Is such a strong demonic presence regular on your ship?
No, of course not. Of course, like every ship, we have the normal warp
Activity.
oddities. But this was the nature of the system we went to go explore. We arrived to find a planet covered in warp. I would advise, should the Inquisition ever find the time, planets wrapped in warp, in my experience, not good for the Imperium.
No. Of course, stumbling onto a system such as that, you can't, without fair warning, you can't be blamed for it. But intentionally going to a system such as that, well, the Inquisition has certain views on inquisitive minds.
Well, of course. But, of course, we didn't know exactly the condition of the system. The navigational map was given to me by the navigator of Sebastianus Skuld.
Skuld!
So...
Skuld turned into Khan?
Gone!
No, he's not that interesting.
No, he's not.
He's nowhere near as
I
interesting.
mean, you haven't seen what he looks like without his robe on.
True.
Looks like Skeletor.
So, but back to your question about the incursion. After arriving in the system and realizing how bad it was, we were about to leave the system when we were noticed three approaching ships and a fourth derelict vessel behind them. Upon noting that there was a rogue trader that had been missing for going on 5 years and that the derelict vessel looked to be of Imperial make, we moved to investigate. Then our Harmony noted that there were Khorne followers on the three ships. So, doing our duty to the God Emperor, we blasted them out of the sky.
How did you blast them out of the sky? We haven't had concrete reports on...
It appeared that one of their ship had a critical malfunction, and the ship's cannons fired at the other one. During the critical malfunction, it looked like it ripped some kind of hole in the warp, which is what caused the warp incursion.
I'm trying to decide whether that needs a deceive roll or not.
It is absolutely not a lie and 100% how I would have seen it.
Aside from
Yes,
the fact
but
that
you are connected to Adonai.
You cut the connection before he caused the
I cut the
incursion.
connection when the demonic incursion happened.
No, you cut the connection
Nope.
when they entered the system.
You cut the... He was telling me about the guy that he was drilling into, and then as he turned him into a walking bomb, and the thing exploded, you cut the connection.
To be fair, the only thing I said was, and
Go
I remember
do
this.
as much damage to the ship.
No. The only thing I said to Adonai before I pulled out and did, then we got disconnected, whatever. Look, man, there's no way around this thing.
Yeah, I pulled out.
You literally can't say anything as your two characters without it fucking sounding dirty.
Yeah. So the last thing I said to him was, you're not going to want to see what I do to this man. Because I remember, because I've watched that 18 degrees of success highlight multiple times, because it's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
So yes, not a lie.
Okay. I think.
And the important thing is, I wasn't trying to lie. That was me
That was you trying to tell the truth, but not.
Yeah, trying to tell it as much as Ad and I would remember it.
Yeah. So, and what happened after that with the with this huntsman?
Well, after that, the crew did not react favorably to a hole being torn open in this warp. I'd say not a fifth of them. You have my report, I'm assuming. My incredibly well-written report.
That has his name on it.
Which should have given me bonuses. Anyway.
Should have.
Aside
from the fact that he hates children.
Neither here nor there. I believe 1/5 of the crew fell to madness. The captain took the rest of the bridge crew, minus myself, Harmony, Mersum, a couple of crew members, and First Mate Blur, and went to go secure the rest of the ship. We went down to the bowels of the ship, where we had heard growling and screaming, reports of demon hounds. So the four of us, plus my entourage, as well as much of the crew as we could rally, went down to investigate and purge it from our ship. We were able to purge 5 of the demon dogs before the huntsman decided to engage, I suppose, by summoning more. It was at that point Harmony channeled psychic energy of some kind. There was a massive burst of energy, and the huntsman left, leaving us a parting present of a wall of fire.
Well, it sounds very impressive, obviously. Yeah, there's a wall of fire, you say? How did you deal with that?
Well, the captain, I believe, is having it removed to be purged.
Well, that's it's good that he's being proactive about it. Some captains just leave warp-tainted things in their ships for years, even.
I believe they call that shits and giggles.
We all know it would have been fun, but I'm the responsible dad.
I mean, Throne Agent, if you haven't had a chance to see the firewall yet, I would advise a person of your magnitude to go see it with your eyes. And
yes,
if you want to advise the captain on how to best stomp out this these threats in the future.
Seeing if there's anything. Would you like to roll a charm? Because this is kind of, almost like flattery, to kind of convince him to go and lend his expertise to
look at the Hordor?
Yeah, basically.
Still minus 20?
Hordor.
No, not for this one.
Cool.
Hell yeah, he's gonna go see the Horde. He doesn't know what it is. He thinks it's just a wall of, like a kind of, standard demonic incursion of fire or something. But he's gonna go down and look at it later. So I'm sure.
Yeah, there's the old standard 8.9 degrees of success.
Yeah.
On the roll that doesn't matter.
Roll to 5.
Eugene rolling.
Eugene rolling. So yeah, I think he's going to aside from seeming a bit like puffed up and important because you were, you flattered him basically into thinking he was cool. I've come with the cool kids, Dad.
Yeah, I did it.
He's gonna be mostly disappointed, but
of the whole
you get.
Why couldn't you be more heretical?
I like the idea.
Basically,
you know that GIF from Modern Family, I think it is, where the guy's like opens a fridge and there's a brown bag that says dead pigeon, and then he opens it and he's like, I didn't know what I expected. Yeah, I just imagine that as like, why do you call it the Hordor? I was like, you'll find out.
Well, I've assumed.
In fairness, I didn't call it
Yeah.
the Hordor when I sent him down there.
You should go check out our Hordor.
Yeah.
No, you get the impression that he wasn't expecting to be able to kind of spin this around to screw you guys or you specifically, but he was kind of hoping that you'd slip up in some kind of obvious way. So he's going to kind of roll down the interrogation in kind of like a sulky way, and at the end be like, Adonai, it seems that there's no evidence of heresy here, and your crew for the moment appears to be completely innocent. Of course,
the crew, yes.
Wait, why are you saying it that way?
I don't know, Captain, who's definitely not in the room listening.
Of course.
Can you hear breathing in the walls?
I mean, it's.
Can I roll awareness to see if I hear breathing in the wall?
He's not there.
I'm not actually there.
Of course,
as you're walking in the hall, you see a bunch of like paintings with the eyes cut out.
Well, that's just spooky.
that the captain's installed.
We already made
Mersim.
that joke.
Or it's like, note to Mersim, install subwall throughout ship that only I can walk
more
through.
eye hole pictures, Mersim.
I demand to see eye hole.
Basically, would have to make a ship inside of the ship.
Oh my
The
god.
ship's gotten a lot smaller. It feels really weird.
It's odd,
You
yeah.
always feel like
We used to be able to
About
fit 500 people
5
shoulder to
feet.
shoulder to get through this
It's
hallway.
like-
We
it's
can only
like-
fit 3 now. That's weird.
The next time the Inquisition comes in, Briggs is like, "Yes, can I take you to the spy chamber? I mean the interrogation chamber. I mean, what's special?" it's just like a box with a whole load of holes in it, like everywhere around. So yeah, Toliop's basically gonna roll down the interrogation and say, "Of course, Anna, you realize, now, the Inquisition will take extra special interest in yourself and your crew, just to make sure that you stay on the righteous path."
No, of course, for the glory of the Emperor. I would just hate to see this crew. Many of them have been in the service of the Emperor for many, many years. Some of them new to this ship, some of them have been on there.
All of their lives, maybe.
Yeah, Blur was born on this ship and served many a captain before this one. I would just hate to see them led down the wrong path and see a repeat of this where the Inquisition has to waste resources to come out and do these investigations.
Well, when dealing with the heresy of this type, it's good to be thorough. The guilty parties will be found, and
Well, of course. And if you don't mind me saying so, it seems that you've investigated the ones, of course, who were the business end of the dealing. Have you looked at the ones who signed us up for the job in the first place?
well, now that you mention it, that's where we're going next, pretty much. We're, even before we interviewed you by your crew, interrogated your crew, we were suspicious of the accusations. Of course, when it comes to heresy, as we've said, you have to be thorough. So,
Well, of course, but by my count,
Of course.
it seems that,
of course.
of course.
of course.
What the fluff is his name?
Sebastianus.
Sebastianus Skult dealt with Dark Eldar, made a deal for human trafficking, and then, worst of all, was the one who arranged the deal with the cultists on Grace in the first place. Seems that these are grave heresy crimes. Wouldn't you agree?
Definitely, most definitely. And as he opens his mouth to carry on talking, the alarm starts, just like frantic. Yeah, pretty much like a ship-wide alert has been put out.
I thought our alarm was the Nya Texan.
I mean, if you want to have set that up, you can.
No, please, God. Anyway, I'm on the bridge since I'm not being interviewed. Give me a status report, Lucky Johnson.
Man, you're just everywhere today. You're in the walls.
I was never in the walls. That was a joke.
He's like a ghost. Sir, the reports coming in of multiple explosive devices planted across the ship.
And not detonated?
Not yet, sir, but
really? We're still alive.
Still alive.
You mean the ship hasn't exploded?
I'm just a little confused by the way the sensors turned on there. It's like, okay, they brought the explosive.
No. It's the alarm being sounded is someone stumbling upon the explosives. And since then, the alarm has then been raised. And Lucky Johnson's going to say, Lord Captain, we desperately need help down here. None of us know how to deal with these explosims.
Mersim, get down there. Please, and I ping Inquisitor.
Send Harmony.
What's can't?
Chant.
I vox Inquisitor chant. Inquisitor chant.
Hello, Lord Commander Briggs. What's happening?
I've just been informed that my ship has been bamboozled with explosives.
Bamboozled, you say?
The ship has been tricked!
Now, obviously, your retinue would never do such a betrayal. So it must be from the repair vessels from Footfall. I urge you either to assist in the disarming procedures or to evacuate immediately. I will not have the death of an Inquisitor on my hands should I fail to resolve this situation.
I mean, you'd be dead too, but what does that matter?
Of course, Captain Briggs. Obviously, we're not going to go back to the. Obviously, we're not going to go back to the shuttle, to the repair shuttle, because it's. I agree with your assessment that the traitor must have either.
We have shuttles of our own. I will have my. I will have Mersim in double check a shuttle for explosives, and clear you to launch if that is your choice.
I think for the moment, seeing as we have just cleared you of heresy, the best place for us to be is here with you on the ship. I realize as Inquisitor, I can't command you directly, but I would heavily advise you to destroy the shuttle containing the traitors and make post haste for...
is the shuttle still on my vessel, or are they like flying away right now?
The shuttle is just sitting there, you know. It was preparing to repair your, purge your side.
They have been on board though, right? Like,
yeah. When the Inquisitors came on board, they docked and then they.
Warhammer 40K doesn't have tractor beams, right? I mean, tethers. Do we have like spears? Do we have?
We have the Ankatorium. You can send that.
Do we actually have that? I don't know.
You don't actually have. Like, if you wish to board the ship, you can very much do that.
Well, what I want to do is prevent it from leaving. I kind of want to.
Inquisit them?
Yes. I don't want to just blow them up because I know they're evil. I want to make sure I catch somebody red-handed. That's my goal.
Yeah, so you can probably achieve that, most likely. As in, like, you can board the ship, because it's not like it's not a threat. It doesn't have weapons on it or anything like that.
All right, then. I want to assign Blur.
Aye.
Put together a very small boarding party to apprehend the repair vessel. Include any of the bridge staff that you deem
Should I not discriminate based on size, sir?
No, I mean small as in the number of them, not as in their height.
That was pretty good. I'll give you a plus
Enough
A.
to fit to actually be a boarding party on a repair shuttle, Blur. No, this is not the time.
Gonna have to warn you. I did a fair amount of drugs about an hour ago.
Are they the kind of drugs that make you crappy at your job or good at your job?
It's hard to tell right now.
Little column A, little column B.
So you're neutral then. Fine, great. Go get the job done.
Beckett brings his vein in his forehead just very slightly larger. It's growing ever since he joined, ever since he started captaining the ship. So yeah, I assume you're sending your wonderful tech priests down to deal with.
Merce him.
Oh, you're muted, mate. There you go.
I have the model kit. I'm just like with the tweezers. I'm like, come on. The cabin.
Break off an arm, like
Damn it.
Merce him.
Can I help you, Captain?
Our ship is filled with explosives. I need you to get every half-witted person under your retinue that can gather them up and find them without detonating them to start scouring the ship.
You mean explosives that's not in the missile bay?
Yeah, explosives as in booby traps, sabotage.
Sabotage. Okay, there we go. Yeah. I'll send them. Damn it. Just throw it. Yeah, I'll send them right now.
Excellent.
I think he was also telling you to go and do it as well.
We need all hands on deck here.
It's like the ship's in danger. I imagine Merson would be all geared up to go help.
Yeah, it's just bombs. I mean, the ship will be fine. The people inside, maybe not.
No, the ship won't be fine. The ship.
Always fix it.
Listen, I'm not an expert in ships, but I will say, generally speaking, bombs are bad for things that they're around. And currently, that is the ship.
It's true. Yeah.
He's like, you make a compelling point.
Yes. I probably should. I should go save the ship that I care about.
So Blur is currently.
I'm gathering up the shortest crew members that I can find, and taking them to board the shuttle.
Okay. Mersim is currently searching for and disseminating tech priests to go and deal with bombs. The Inquisitor wanders in, quickly steps into Harmony's chambers.
Again, I'm not doing any push-ups. In fact, I'm probably just sitting. I'm probably like lounging like on a couch, and just been like feeding myself like grapes and be like, hob.
And he's going to say, Astropath Harmony, I have a favor to ask of you.
Very well.
I want to know love one time before I die.
I want to know what love is.
I sort of stand up and I'm just like, would you like a grape, some alcohol, a back rub?
I will pass on those, thank you. You may be able to hear the alarms and the shouting. There's a bit of emergency going on, and I need your assistance.
I like the idea that he shuts the door and he realizes that he can't hear the alarm anymore. I'm just like, sometimes I hear it, yes. What would you like to know to do?
It appears that we may have brought a traitor on board the ship. Now,
that's a very bad thing for the Inquisitorium to do, is it not?
Inquisitorium?
Sorry.
The room where we do all the inquisiting.
The Inquisitor room, yeah. Yes, no, of course, I don't doubt any of my men, but I feel it's my duty to be thorough. So would you please assist me in interrogating my team members and, of course, the others who came on board with me?
I will do my utmost damnedest in the name of the Emperor to help you with your problem.
It's always nice to meet a true blue
Fair
Imperial
dinkum.
citizen. And you guys are gonna march off to go and inquisit the crew and the
Yeah, I make sure that Claw Chopper comes with me.
yeah. Get that intimidation roll going.
Yeah.
So Blur.
Yep.
While you're gathering the crew, one of your, I don't know how to refer to them in kind of, like one of your little birds tells you. But yeah, one of your guys voxes you.
What's going on?
So what you're basically going to get is a kind of not confusing, but just like vague details of a little group that they've been looking up on, who have been acting suspiciously. Like it's pretty much, you've got people all about the place, mostly in the lower decks, like in the slightly less reputable areas, like and they've been keeping an eye on a group. They didn't think, it was anything too bad, but with the Inquisition here, and they're going to basically say that it's they now seem like they're up to something. Like the activity's increased. It's not many. It's like 5 or 6, just kind of lower crew members. And they say, they need your help, basically, as someone who is actually combat trained. Like these guys are just regular, maintenance, cargo. They're gophers, basically.
You know where they are right now?
Yes, we've got a couple of guys on them right now, following them, and they're staying in communication.
All right. I'm going to send my the crew that I've been gathering to basically keep the shuttle on lockdown.
Yeah.
And then I'll go to deal with the peeps that these other guys are following.
Okay. Would you like to would you like to, with the shuttle, are you saying like you want to send them over anyway to the shuttle to?
Yeah. Like I just want them to go there and just nobody goes in, nobody goes out. The shuttle stays where it is.
Okay.
Lockdown.
Yeah. Is what I want them to do. Don't go in and start shooting people up. Just keep it no, you can't come in here. Nobody can come out while we're containing the situation.
Okay.
Shuttle is locked in place, basically.
Okay.
Is what I just want them to do.
And you're going to go after the
yeah, and then I'll head down to the wherever it is to deal with this.
I mean, you can easily gather up more crew members. You don't have to go do it by yourself, kind of thing. So yeah, okay, sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Mersim.
On the saga.
Yes, it's me, Mersim. Good
Oh.
job with flamers, by the way. I really like that shit.
Yeah.
Shit, dude, bombs right in front of you. They look weird and stuff.
Yeah.
Weird.
Do they seem Xeno in origin?
No, they're not that weird. They're
Ah.
kind of typical explosive devices. I think I'd say tech roll will give you bonuses to a tech use, basically. So if you want to decipher the bomb,
A lore tech? Is that what
Yeah.
you mean? Okay. Yeah.
Yes,
All right.
standard.
What's the modifiers on this?
seeing as it's standard Imperial and you know this stuff quite well, I'd say probably a 20 plus 20 to whatever added on to whatever bonuses you got.
So I think this is the highest in game, and I'm rolling at 124.
Oh, good luck.
No,
That's a
didn't beat
10.8
mine.
degrees of success.
Didn't beat mine.
Yeah, is that enough to magically make all of the bombs everywhere disappear?
They
I know about
magically
them.
they poof out of existence. And
No, they're
poof
all on the
back
same. They
into
all have the
existence.
exact same like triggering frequency, and he just blocks that frequency.
It's
No.
it's got one of those dials that you get on those kids' toys, and it's like the cow goes moo, and then you have to like hit the
A
cow.
speakeasy?
Plus it's
Yeah.
like ingenious.
Fascinating. The bomb goes boom.
It's
wonder
re-
if that's the one.
I mean, if you think
Press
about
that
it,
one.
it is ingenious because how little does he know about like fleshy animals?
That's true. It's like that's not what a
This
cow
trap
looks
was
like.
designed specifically for him.
I think he knows about cows at the very least.
I was like, wait, cows look like this.
Wait, cows are shaped like cubes, aren't they? That's what Blur said.
I would just like to say, it's entirely likely he has no fucking idea what a cow is.
Except for the whole cow incident on the.
Except he wasn't there, nor
Yeah, I wasn't there.
involved with that.
True.
And as a
Might still
tech
not know what a
priest,
cow is.
Yeah, that's just that. All I know is the square.
Over a thousand how shitty the bomb is. But
and those were
Okay.
strange alien cows with like
to be
9
fair,
legs.
he wouldn't know much about cows. Yeah. So I mean, you're gonna roll a tech with like plus 50 probably. This is gonna be absolutely simple for you.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think you can fail it, to be honest.
yeah, I can't. No, that's a 9.2.
So actually, I think in fact, you literally ran down there and you're like, oh, there's the off button, and you just disarm and you kind of radio to all of your tech priests. Like they pretty much know what they're doing anyway.
Guys, press the big button on it that says off.
And it's actually going to give you if you want to get in with Blur, like you can easily attach yourself to go and deal with the.
Hell yeah! Can I attach myself to the outside of the shuttle? I can survive in vacuum, so why not?
You can, yeah. No, but I mean because Blur's going after the guys who are looking suspicious in the ship.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, you can kind of tag along.
Yeah.
Again,
Blur and I will protect our ship.
yes.
We were here first.
And speaking of which, I think we'll go back to Blur, and you're basically in a
Incatorium
In kind of
being
like a-
fired onto a ship.
similar to like a hostage situation. Like they're holed up in a room. You have it surrounded. They're saying, don't come in here, otherwise we'll detonate the ship. And then Burson comes around the corner.
It's like, yeah, their bombs are taken care of. We can do what we want to these guys.
I swear
good.
we're gonna blow it up. If you set foot in here,
I kick the door down. Can I kick the door down? I don't think I can kick the door down. Never mind. I can't kick the door down.
Don't kick my door.
yeah,
In my drug-addled brain, I kicked the door down. Actually,
Breaking your foot in several
don't.
places.
Merson, can you get the door open?
Turns the handle.
the door just goes like that.
Thank you. And I like pull out my bolter and I just walk in and point it at one of them. All right.
And the one you're pointing at has like one of those traditional like and he's like click, 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 click.
Why?
That's what I want to know. Just like poke my head into the door.
Why?
Why?
Are you asking? I'm not quite sure what the why is. To be honest, it's like why are you still pressing the button? Why are you hiding here? Like, there's so many
He's like talking to his bolter. Why?
it's like a crazy lizard just ran in the room, pointed the bolter at him, and went, "Why?"
Why the
I think-
fucking bombs?
Roll me intimidation.
If I shoot one of them in the leg, will I get a bonus on my intimidation?
You will have to roll to hit, but yes.
I will do that.
Okay.
I will do said thing.
You are close range.
So they're just like staring at each other. If she does shoot the guy, she's gonna be like, why? Why did you shoot me? Why are you asking?
Close. So that is.
What button is
plus-
TeamSpeak? Why? Because I want to know. Why?
Why?
Plus 20?
Yes.
It's like, what's IDK mean?
IDK my BFF.
Minus 3. Bullshit.
That's a 93. Jeez. What is with you guys in high rolls tonight?
I say nay.
Last week as well.
He said nay.
I say thee nay.
It
Next
was a
one
warning
won't
shot.
miss.
Intentional.
Next one won't miss.
Bam.
Hey.
You blow his leg off.
Oh, you're making a mess.
And yeah, he's
I shot at another I shot at another one, not the one I'm like I'm aiming to intimidate.
Okay.
So like
Oh,
the other like
different guy.
So
one of his
you-
friends,
like-
I blew off their leg, and then I point them back at him. I'm like, next one is gonna hit you. Why the bombs?
And his friend is like, his limb has been basically disintegrated, and he's lying there like clutching his stuff like
Why?
Yeah, he's not having fun, is he?
Oh, that's not a good time.
Not
So,
a good time.
yeah, intimidate like okay, you just blew off a guy's leg, so plus 30 I think.
Okay.
Maybe actually, you know what, plus 40 because you're already scary.
There we
Yeah,
go.
sure. Yeah, very scary.
That's
Do
what
it
I'm
well.
saying.
Doing well. It brings up
2 degrees.
Doing well.
Okay. And he's going to basically break down. Like, you know, the pay was too good. You know, it's we were
Who's paying?
approached. We were approached.
Where's
by-
Rachel?
We were approached by someone, and they offered us a lot of money. And honestly, like the captain keeps shooting members of the crew. You know, we didn't fancy our prospects of survival that long on the ship. You know, all that kind of stuff.
So fancy your prospects now, asshole.
Okay. Okay.
So instead of being a smart person and just taking your vengeance on the captain, you decided to threaten my ship.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
All right. So I walk up, and like I walk up close to him. Is he like what position is he in? Do he like collapse on the ground, or is he like
feeding?
standing there?
Kind of like on his knees, kind of like you know, just collapsed onto his knees.
Okay. So yeah. So I like drop to my knees like in front of him. I like put my hands on his shoulders, like it's okay. It's okay. Who?
Not why. Who?
That is a pretty good intimidate. Okay, he's gonna say, yeah, there he is. It was one of the Inquisition's members. It was Throne Agent Toliot.
I look at Mercer. I'm like, oh.
Of course it was. These church people can never just take things the easy way.
Well, Captain,
Yeah.
you happen to be alone.
Yeah.
So some men on the ship were paid by Throne Agent Toblerone to blow it up.
Toblerone, that's the one we need.
Ah, yes, Toblerone. I like I like the new design that they have.
The noblest of houses with rising peaks of chocolate deliciousness.
Obviously, Blur says the right name. I just
Their
think it's
peaks
just a
are as
joke.
strong as their
I'll
valleys.
tell you what, the agent, the family members of that house are really hard to get through customs.
And there would be. I hear that family is changing their general format and moving away from the mountains.
Oh, yeah.
To triangles.
Boo. 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 Boo these men. Boo.
They're
Yeah,
just trying
so,
to get the right angle.
Delicious hazelnut centers. All of them.
Yeah, so one of the Throne Agents tried to blow up the ship, Captain.
Really?
Apparently.
Well, ain't that a fine how do you do?
I'd say so.
Oh boy. Well,
Curious, we also have 4 3/4 traders here.
4 3/4 traders. Put them on the box.
I like put it on speaker and I like kind of clip it off my take it off my like shoulder thing and like hold it up.
Hey, it's the captain. How's it going?
I think at this point, the guy who has had his leg blown off is pretty much unconscious.
He's like falling into the shock.
Maybe dead.
Maybe dead, maybe not. Who
In
knows?
fairness, that is an energy weapon, so it would have cauterized.
It is an explosive weapon. It's a
It's a bolter, so.
Okay.
Both are.
It said energy, so. I'm just...
no
Oh.
X. It should be
Oh,
X.
X. Oh, explosive damage. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never mind. Yeah, that guy's super.
They don't have any guns on them, right? Just making sure.
Yeah, they have weapons. I assume.
Not anymore.
I assume, yeah. No,
They're
I assume.
mine. Like, you poor babies.
They belong
You've
to
been through
me
so
now.
much.
So,
The bad man kidnapped
how's
you.
it going?
And I think the at the sound of Dread Captain Briggs's voice,
Dread Captain.
Yes.
at least to a regular crew member, the remaining crew, the remaining traitors are basically going to just break down and start being like, "We're doomed. We're gonna."
Seems like we have some concerns about morale.
Yeah, that's so. I just wanted to talk to you about it. Okay.
Can I have a seat in the HR room with me?
Yeah. So I get the feeling, and correct me if I'm wrong, but that you felt compelled to try and betray me. Now, first of all, why did you think you'd get away with it? I'm just wondering. Silent.
I think they're scared silent, Captain.
That's fine.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think that one pissed itself.
Boy,
No,
howdy.
no, that's both.
No,
Completely
it's-
out of character and totally metagaming. I really hope somebody tells the guy, member of the crew, who's sitting with the traitor in a room. I really hope somebody informs me.
Okay. Sorry. What was the thing?
I said, so why'd you think you would get away with it?
Because they got paid a lot of money.
Yeah. I think they're just gonna keep crying and screaming, like, maybe.
Just said, Captain, I need to be a good void master for a second. Here, hold. I like hand the Vox to Mercer.
Slap, slap, slap.
I don't need this. I don't. Yeah, you got
Can you just hold it, please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You ever wash yourself?
Wash.
What is this? Wash.
Shed. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah. Just grow new. I grow new skin every month.
Keep peeling off the equipment.
This is a tangent. Please get to the.
Sorry, Captain.
So the one I was threatening, I get weirdly close to.
Okay.
And I put by weirdly close, I mean I'm basically like get up to him and like wrap my body around him as a creepy snake person does.
Yeah.
You know, as creepy snake people do.
You should probably watch this, Captain.
And so I like shh, 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 and I like rub my finger down his face.
Oh, I don't think we should watch this anymore.
First, I don't need your commentary. I can't see it.
And so I'm like, shh.
It's a Vox. It's.
I turn on
You
this
don't have to
console.
die today. In fact, you can go on living a happy life. Just stop your crying. Let's just chat.
Okay, so there are a couple of roles you can probably.
Charm.
I'm thinking like that's kind of charm, but there's
Also,
no.
I'm being creepy.
Yeah, there's no.
I
There's
think
no
this is the
massive
literal.
creepy role. And,
I think this is
Is
the
there a creepy?
literal definition of a fear boner right now.
I mean,
and so I'm gonna say like what do you think you should roll here? Because it depends what you're trying to do. You've got, like,
I'm not sure if it's intimidate or charm. I
Yeah.
have both.
I mean, I'm gonna allow you to do.
have
either,
you read
like,
The Lassie Organian Maid before? I have a copy of me right here. I'll give you 10 minutes. You can read it. It doesn't take long. There's like 30 pages.
You know what? I'm gonna roll charm just because I can.
Let's give it because with the introduction of Captain Briggs, he's a little more out of his mind. I'll give you a +20 this time.
Okay.
I've never been so aroused in my life.
I technically have more chance to succeed than fail on this.
Oh, nice.
Ha.
Do it well.
Oh!
Gonna
So
make
what you wanna know?
lizard babies.
Right. So I'm still asking. She wanted him to stop crying so that he would answer my question.
He has stopped crying.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
Now.
So I'm like, kind of untangle myself from him, like pick him up onto his feet, like kind of like pat him down a little bit to get like all the floor stuff off. I'm like, there you go.
There you go. All right.
There you go.
All right. Is he ready to talk, Blur?
Put his hand into his back and like kind of push him up to immerse him, and then I like take the Vox back. I like hold the Vox in front of him.
All right. Now, answer my simple questions, and just like Blur promised, you get to live. First question: why did you think you would be able to get away with this incredibly poorly planned betrayal?
Well, honestly, Captain, we thought the crew was incompetent and the money was good.
Right.
Oh.
Right.
Oh.
And I gather that you betrayed us because you feared for your life under my service.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Shh.
I don't like this new Beckett Briggs.
Now, just humor me for a second here.
Oh, I can do that. Yeah, sure.
Do I ever kill anybody completely randomly?
Yes.
No, sweet baby, no.
I really don't like this new Beckett Briggs.
I only execute people who are heretics. And the only people who are heretics are people who commit heresy. Now, up until this little betrayal of yours, had you ever committed an act of heresy?
No.
Then why were you so worried?
Well, we did have the whole demon incursion where a lot of crew dying and then there was the deal with the Dark Eldar and the responsibility of the the cult and then the Inquisition and honestly, Captain, it's been a rough time for us.
Yeah, no, you're right. No, you're absolutely right. I expected too much from you. I'll admit that. So here's what I'm gonna do. You get to live.
What? Really?
Thank you, Captain.
And you're going to get to live because you're going to do something for me. Okay?
Okay, Captain.
The first thing you're going to do for me is I'm going to call a meeting with the Inquisitor and his lackeys, and you're going to tell everyone, you're going to point them out while we're all in the room, that the throne guy was the one who paid you to put bombs on my ship. All right?
Okay, Captain.
All right. Then, after that, which I'm sure will go very straightforward with no complications, you're going to be the one to tell the entire rest of the crew that anybody who is a yellow-bellied sack of shit coward who can't handle the very basic dangers of being on a ship is allowed, one time only, completely free of repercussions, to disembark at Footfall and get the fuck off my ship.
Should I do it well, Captain?
Oh, you're going to do it very well. It's the only thing you're ever going to do well in your entire life. I'm going to make sure of that.
Don't be nervous. I'll be right there.
Licking your armpits.
Bursum, bridge crew, assemble an armed contingent. We're going to be meeting the Inquisitor and his retinue.
Captain, do we need the rest of these 3 3/4 people?
How would you say the other 3 3/4 people cooperated? How well would you say?
They pretty much just collapsed to the ground crying. When
Well, to be fair, the other one collapsed to the ground because he was missing a leg.
Yeah. And
So
the
yeah,
rest,
one's
That's
unconscious.
clearly
the other ones are
heresy,
collapsed in
right,
a pile
guys?
of fluids.
I mean, it was kind of Blur shooting the dude. Pretty much decided for them that they were fucked, and they just gave up and started crying.
The 2 who shit themselves crying and passed out, they don't deserve any mercy. The one you shot, he may not have passed out if you hadn't shot him. So, Blur, what I'm saying is go ahead.
And do it again.
Fair enough.
Right.
Would you like to check on the guy who's passed out?
I wouldn't know. I don't care about him.
Captain?
Wait, no, I've had a thought. Adonai?
Yes, Captain. What are these alarms about?
Oh, Adonai.
Yes, Captain.
You're with, what's his name again?
Throne Agent Caltrop Toliarp.
Toliarp. Yes. I need you to not leave his side. I need you to make sure he doesn't do anything suspicious because I'm about to call him and the Inquisitor to a meeting. Just play along. Make sure he doesn't go anywhere or out of your sight. All right. Rigs out.
Thank you, Captain.
Blur.
I love you too, Captain.
We may need more than one person to corroborate the story.
All right.
So, Mersum, have your fleshy tech priests, hit them with some wake-up juice or something.
Wake-up juice.
Get them and a retinue of combatants into the bridge, actually. Why not? That's the least suspicious place for me to call a meeting for the Inquisitor. When you're ready, let me know. All right. When they're ready, GM, let me know.
Okay.
All right. We're going to wake up your friends. Get your sweet ass out of here.
Oh, don't. What are you doing?
Patting him on the ass. It's pretty obvious.
Don't do that to him. I don't need you procreating in front of me in my hangar.
I'm not mad. I'm just...
Wouldn't do it in front of you.
I'd do it behind your back.
Furious.
You wouldn't want that.
And then you'd be
No.
questioning the smell.
Yeah, so you guys have got the situation under control there, and Adonai, I presume that you're. Are you gonna try? Are you just gonna try and stick with him because he's gonna go out and see what's going on? Are you gonna try and delay him? Like, what's your tactic here?
Throne Agent, business is done. It's time to drink. Yes, that's customary. You wouldn't want to be rude.
Well, our interview interrogation is done. We still have a few routine questions for some more of the crew. And
You would deny me the pleasure of a drink.
I do hear some sort of alarm. Like
Just talk to the
Shuts off
captain.
right now,
They
like-
said they've got it handled. They don't need us right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Surely you have time for just one drink. Charm roll.
I think, considering the fact that, as he's very much wanting to, go out and get away and etc., this is probably going to be a minus 30. 40. Minus 40.
I told you to do it well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So minus 40. So 0.
Yeah.
I believe.
Still a good chance.
Nice.
He obviously looks kind of stressed.
Well, I guess one drink. And then you get out the biggest wine glass you've ever seen. And you pour 2 bottles of wine into it. And you just like...
Just stick a funnel in his mouth.
Yeah, no, you've convinced him. Like he's obviously stressed, but he's kind of sure that his plan's going fine, and he knows there's no rush to. So he's gonna be like, well, of course, yes, of course, it'd be rude of me to.
Terribly, terribly rude.
Yes. So he's gonna sit back down and.
I would like to now send the message to Inquisitor Kant.
Okay.
Chant.
I don't know why I keep thinking he's can't.
Because you can't think of anything else.
Inquisitor Chant.
Captain Briggs.
You know that little sabotage?
Yes.
Well, we've been making progress on it. I need to see you and your personal staff in the bridge ASAP.
Oh, of course. We'll be along there right away. Is this... No. Never mind. And he's going to turn to Harmony and say, Harmony, would you care to accompany us? Apparently there's been some developments.
Oh, I love developments. They're my favorite.
Mersim's in the bridge at this point because I ordered him to be.
Captain.
Mersim.
Everyone's
where you
where I
go.
order them to be.
Mersim, I want you to rig that bridge door so that once it closes, only you can open it afterwards.
Sure. Easy.
Glue.
Oh, by the way, bridge staff, you know, all the miscellaneous people who are here.
Yeah.
Anyone who's a big fucking coward and doesn't want to maybe get into a fight, leave.
All of them.
All of them.
Okay. Are you trying to actually get cowards to leave, or are
Yes.
you...
I'm actually trying to get cowards to leave here.
Okay, roll me a command.
Fuck. So here's the problem, buddy. I can't log into the Roll20 from where I
I can
am.
roll for you.
Yeah, please do.
Do it well.
Beckett Briggs.
I mean, since he's not commanding himself, he's like commanding his self-conscious.
2.1, I mean, it says Throne Agent, but I just didn't change the thing. 2.1 degrees of success, 41. So I think maybe, like, very hesitantly, you know, a very small portion of the crew gets up and leaves.
All right. This is a perfect setup for things to come because those people are not getting shot in the back for being cowards. I have a great plan, everybody, and it's going to work out marvelously. So let's just wrap up this Inquisitor thing, and then we're going to get to cleaning our crew of all of this dead fucking weight.
I say we walk him into the Hordor.
Okay,
Sorry,
so should we take a break there and we'll come back to Retribution?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
You're ready to receive the Inquisitor and party.
I'm ready
I think
to
you'll-
receive.
You'll have to tell Adonai. Are you asking the Inquisitor to pick him up, or?
Well, I told the Inquisitor to make sure that his and staff came, so
Yeah.
he would necessarily have to be able to,
Okay.
or he would probably be the one to reach out to the throne, the guy,
Yeah, so I
the
think
throne guy.
I think obviously, you know, they'll use Fox and this kind of thing, but they'll gather up all of the people in their crew, and Adonai, are you gonna tag along?
Yeah. I mean,
My
yeah,
order was to not leave the side.
Captain told me to stay with this guy, so I'm going to stay with him.
Okay. Yeah. So, basically what will happen is you, Harmony and Adonai, along with the Inquisitor, and his retinue, will come to the bridge and just, you know.
All right.
Chill.
So they enter the bridge, and they see in front of them my bridge crew, a squad of soldiers whose guns are down, you know, not trying to start anything.
Not threatening, no, but
Yeah.
yeah.
And me
Cool,
in
cool.
the incredibly throne-like captain's chair, because this is Warhammer 40k, and
Mhm.
captain's chairs are definitely thrones.
Yep.
And of course, as I've instructed Mersum, the door shuts behind them in such a way that only Mersum can open that door now.
Which armor are you? Which armor
like
are you in?
I am in the formal armor still.
Okay.
Because
I lock the door and just like put it in my my metallic cleavage.
Yes.
Inquisitor Chant, there's been a very disturbing piece of information revealed in this little situation. I feel that when you hear it, you will agree that I have taken the appropriate and proper precautions. Blur, bring the prisoner forward.
Come on, you're good.
It's got like on a chain and collar.
I mean, he's this close to making a new fetish.
Point of order. What's my new bitch's name?
What is my new bitch's name?
Why don't you give him a name?
him? Yeah,
Okay.
You name it.
Pig.
Warhammer 40k
Ah,
name.
Sausage.
loser. Wimp. Coward.
Just call him Cow.
Why don't you just call him
Oh,
meat?
jeez. Cow.
Cow.
Grannis Tharson.
All right, Grannis. So
He's
when,
got
he,
an
when
ass
Blur
like
brings this
granite,
guy
you know what I'm
forward,
saying?
I look at
Yeah.
him in the eye and I say, "Tell Inquisitor Chant what you told me."
So he's going to proceed to kind of list off all the all the details that he told you guys about how he was paid a lot to plant explosives along with 5 of his friends
By
about
the
the ship.
Thorn or the Throne guy.
By the throne agent Caltrope Toliop. Yes.
Who's standing right there? Hey!
And
I
who
was
is going to immediately like burst into kind of like, I did nothing of the sort. This is clearly a blather blather, not me. This is these traitors. It's clearly Adonai. Exactly.
A member of the church doesn't like a little witch hunt.
This confession was instructed by entirely inquisitorial means, Inquisitor Chant. I think that you will find, if you do the proper investigation, that I don't see why my prisoner would lie in such a way.
So when the door came down, the first thing that happened is obviously Inquisitor Chant got like bridled a little bit and was kind of prepared for treachery. As you were kind of explaining what was going on, and he kind of went from like a little more relaxed to furious in a very inquisitorial way, where he's like, if basically bitch is gonna die, and he hasn't decided who's gonna die yet because he's not sure what the truth is. And he's gonna round on Caltrope Toliop.
Am I there?
And he's going to say, Caltrop, what is he talking about? And Caltrop's gonna be like, it's a setup, sir. I had nothing to do with any of this. And we will see. Give me a second.
I would like Caltrop to have to make a toughness roll to see if he is inebriated.
By the way, am I in the room with everyone here? Or?
You're
Yeah.
part of the crew.
Yeah.
I mean, I asked you to be here, so I guess if you chose not to.
No. I mean, because I was with another dude.
You were with the Inquisitor.
Yeah, you walked with him down here then.
He's the bad guy or the good guy?
He is a little drunk. He's very drunk, actually.
He's very drunk.
You know what? He's going to use his fate point to reroll that. So
Everyone uses fate points for the dumbest reasons. Why wouldn't the Inquisitor?
he's not drunk. He's not drunk. He's not drunk. He's fine. He's like, that wine was piss.
But that's okay. Now he doesn't have a fate point for this roll that actually matters.
Very true.
As I melt his brain.
So he is going to.
Please tell me he's going to try to deceive the Inquisitor. Please. Mm-hmm.
And
I just sort of sit on my throne, like with my sword, like smile. Just like ooh, good TV.
Oh, sorry, that's the Inquisitor doing the scrutiny there.
So
he's gonna say, Throne Agent Toliop, it will be so much easier for you if you just confess now and explain to us why you would possibly betray me.
I mean, we don't even have to ask him. I can just find out for you.
You can't. He's a blank.
Both of them are blanks.
No, this guy is not a blank, but you did bring in the other guy who is a blank. So he's with you in the room.
At the moment, you can.
Which is locked, for the records. So that is going to be... Oh, Inquisitor Chant. He is going to... So,
oh shit! Church boy's got some meat on him.
Got some eggs.
Yeah, Inquisitors, pretty scary folk.
So obviously, like Toliop has been with the Inquisitor for a little while, and he's seen him in action, and he knows that every time Inquisitor Chant gets serious about interrogating someone, he gets answers, and it's not pretty when he does get answers. So he's you know, he's not enough of a hard ass to be like, you know, I spit in your eye. He's just gonna break down. He's gonna basically not break down. He's gonna kind of sag and kind of accept what's happened, and he's going to say, I didn't want to betray you, Inquisitor, but my family has been spat upon too many times by House Calamari. I can't stand working with one. I can't stand seeing one get away with heresy. I can't countenance these facts. And
there's been no heresy found here, Toliarp.
Just because heresy wasn't found, Calamari, doesn't mean that you aren't guilty of it.
Actually, Toliarp, I believe we have found some heresy here. I say, like, looking at him.
You give him that round, like, we have.
Where's my white cat to stroke? Bring
Bring
me my white cat.
Dick boy has to. He just like strokes the top of Dick Boy's head.
Attempted sabotage on a vessel of the Emperor. Attempted murder and assassination of an Inquisitor. Heavy crimes, Toliarp.
And Inquisitor Chant is going to say, now Toliarp, these gentlemen are very correct. Had you have engineered this so that we wouldn't have got involved as the Inquisition, it would have been a matter between you and this rogue trader, who, as we know, while a loyal Imperial citizen, is also slightly outside of the law. This would have been just between you and him. Unfortunately, you planted explosives on a ship I was on, and therefore you were planning to dispose of me as well as the rest of the people on the ship. I think there is only one recourse here, but before you die, would you like to tell me if there are any more traitors? Indeed, was this indeed your own plan? And Toliarp kind of sags, and he doesn't need that fucking intimidation roll. He doesn't need another intimidation roll. Toliarp's pretty much done, and he says, yes, it's as you suspected. And he's going to pause for a moment there because the GM didn't prepare a name.
Cow.
It was Cow. It was Inquisitor Cow.
They want revenge for all the cow cubes. Moo. Just one cow came back from the far pasture. Mama? Papa?
Everyone,
Where's my wife? Where are my children?
where's our handler Hans?
Wait, are you saying that
Where's Hans?
is the big bad evil of the entire campaign the cows that survived?
Yes, that was my entire campaign plan.
We went to see a cow that has like an eye patch.
They're corn
like,
cows.
Yeah, we get Wirt's leg, right? We get the
the heretical cube.
Yeah, we forge them together, and we go to the
heretical
cow
square.
level. Bingo bango, navigation roll, and then we go.
I mean, it was going to be a proper Shamalama Ding Dong story, but it's ruined now. The twist is ruined.
Shamalama Ding Dong story.
Story's just ruined. Yeah.
Shamalama ding dong.
It actually turns out that we're in a village, and if you go outside, it's modern day.
And we can also all see dead people. Like right now, we're all seeing Toliarp, who's about to be murdered.
Yep.
And then there was the movie that he did where you were in the elevator, and I never saw it, but I'm sure
Or
there was a
the
twist.
swimming pool one.
Ooh,
So-
can I execute him?
So Toliarp is going to say,
No, you don't get to do it. Chant gets to do it. It's his subordinate.
This is the most ridiculous name roll. Okay, so Toliarp is going to say, no, it is as you suspected. I've been working for Inquisitor Terhastian Murderous.
Nice.
Well then.
Legitimately, random roll, and I just like, okay, Terhastian
Dude,
Murderous.
my next character is gonna be a house murderess.
And he's going to say,
Nicest guy I've ever met.
he's yes, the Murderous family, well known, well respected. He's Inquisitor Chant is going to kind of curtly nod and like just dismiss Toliarp from his mind and turn to Captain Briggs and say, seeing as you've been so understanding and welcoming and helpful to the Inquisition this day, Captain Briggs, would you care to do the honors of executing this heretic?
As long as he doesn't move.
And then there's a second of silence, and all you hear is a katonk. Who knows what it is?
Do it well. Do it, Captain Briggs.
Doesn't Captain have his executing pistol now?
He does. Does he choose to use it though?
Yes, I will use my executing pistol. It's when Chant. So here's how it goes. Chant says, "Seeing as how you've been so cooperative, would you care to do the honor?"
Was that you coming in your pants or shooting your gun?
Bit of both.
Little column A, little column B.
He's blowing his load. That's what he's.
You know,
I only shoot inside you because I love you.
Yeah. Shoot inside the ship again, right inside of her.
Right. So I execute this guy like before he's finished the thought.
All right, an episode name: Shooting Inside.
Shoot inside of her.
Inquisitor Chant. It would seem that we both have enemies, and as our interaction has been so amicable and so professional and so, I would say, successful.
He casts, as you're saying this, he casts a sideways glance at Harmony and at Blur, but doesn't say anything and just kind of nods and kind of like, yes, okay, carry on.
Is this the guy that talked to me or no?
No.
No?
Yeah,
we
Champ went to Harmony.
Perhaps we could.
He did go to you, yeah.
It turns out that some of my crew are yellow belly cowards who are willing to betray me. And it turns out some people in your order have something out for you. Perhaps there could be some cooperation here to do the Emperor's work and make the Imperium a more sound and reverent place.
Yes. I think I have not often had cause to work with a rogue trader, but honestly, you seem to be very what's the word?
Faithful?
Faith. Let's yeah. You seem to be very faithful and true to the Emperor. I must get away as soon as possible, partially to distance myself from the machinations of the evil murderess.
I think there's like
one guy in all of the soldiers I brought who like legitimately starts like stifling a laugh in the back.
It's like, I get away from the treacherous and murderous. Murderous. Mr. Murderous.
What's the name? Murderous. No,
Do you
that's an
find it
adjective.
amusing when I say the name? Biggest.
Biggest.
Yeah. So he's gonna say get away from the evil murderous, and of course I am going to need to deal with him myself now. He has become too much of a impedance to my work. However, I think for a while I'm willing to lend you my. Oh, fuck, I can't remember his title. I'm willing to leave in your employ my engine seer and my other throne agent, Daxius Calamare, if you would require their assistance while you deal with your enemies.
Yes, I think that there is some work that needs doing out here in the what sector are we in again? Or quadrant?
The Koronus Expanse.
The Koronus Expanse. I would be happy to have them aboard, especially as they seem to get along so well with their cousin. And, well, you know, did somebody get along with this other one?
Yeah, I
did.
I walk up and kind of slap my cousin on the back and then lead him over to where Harmony is.
Yeah, I mean, the interview between Mersim and Belisarius was pretty much what you'd expect from two people with no emotion.
Are you heretic? No. Are you lying? No. Very well.
Wonderful interaction. Thank you, other human. Yes,
So-
other human. This was good humaning.
I dismiss everybody because the main work is done. But I would like to take Inquisitor Chant aside and say I'm going to be doing quite a lot of the Emperor's work out here, but it still deeply concerns me that the suspicion hangs over Skult. And I understand that you have to deal with the much more pressing heresy of a traitorous Inquisitor. But I would hate to take any action against Skult myself with the investigation not concluded.
The investigation was instigated and was only against you. Currently speaking,
what I'm saying is we both suspect Skult.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard for me to work out here if he is a heretic, and I understand that he can't now currently investigate Skult. So I'm basically saying, like, what should I do about Skult?
Yeah.
Like, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. What should I do about Skult?
Wink, wink,
So-
nudge, nudge. Give me Inquisition and permission to blast him out of the sky.
so he's what he's saying is well, there is no official investigation on Skuld, and as you know, the situation in the Koronus Expanse, especially, but for rogue traders in general, they are, for the most part, outside of the law. So, if Skult was to be deposed by another rogue trader, that would be entirely the business of rogue traders. The Inquisition has no jurisdiction on things like these. Personally speaking, if he disappears into a vortex or spontaneously combusts, I would be happy.
I give him a thumbs up. Then I make sure that he has any arrangements that he needs for his travel.
And he said, I think he says, now that your name has been cleared and you are clearly a loyal and trustworthy Imperial citizen, can I just say, it was nice to meet a Brigsman, and I feel some affinity to your plight. And he looks at a couple of your crew members again, like momentarily,
Which
and
ones?
then like holds
Which
out
ones?
his hand in kind of like a.
I shake his hand, and it is very enthusiastic and sincere. All right, so now, here's what I'm gonna do.
Sheepdog.
Yeah.
Footfall is an asteroid with a bunch of buildings jutting out of it, right?
Yeah, it's kind of a big complex asteroid, lots of different sectors. And
in fact, I believe I'm looking at a picture of Footfall right now, just
Okay.
for my own edification.
Okay.
And Skult was at Footfall, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to call Skult.
Okay.
I'm gonna vox him.
Yep, you kind of get patched through a little bit of a delay, but most just general kind of like, oh, we've got to go find him and that kind of thing. And after a couple of minutes, you get a contact, and it's Briggs. It's lovely to hear from you.
Yes, Skult. Oh, I'm so happy to have my ship repaired and all this business from the Inquisition result. I was hoping that I could meet you in a very official and professional capacity in your, throne room thing, in shortly. Do you think we could make a meeting soon? I have very pressing business I would like, very profitable business.
Of course, old chap. I mean, the last couple of ventures have gone swimmingly. Did you say there was a problem with your ship, like explosives?
Oh no, everything's fine.
Everything's fine?
Yeah, everything's fine.
Oh, you're gonna have to roll to deceive that dude. I'm sorry, but
yeah, that's fine. Do I get any bonus for being over the Vox or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
I mean, like,
Can I use my tech powers to make his Vox sound, make him
No,
more
no, no,
convincing?
No, I thought like without body language or whatever, maybe there was like a +10. But anyway, I succeed.
Oh yeah, you're fine. Oh, okay. Well, fair enough.
Let's set a time for that meeting. I'm actually quite busy because now that the repairs are done, I basically want to get going. But it has to do with something I found. It's very profitable.
Yes. Of course. I'll set up a meeting. When would you like this meeting to take place?
As soon as possible. I don't want to rush you or anything. We do, because the Inquisitor's still around, and we need to meet under all the official capacities, and like we did the first time. This can't unfortunately be an impersonal thing. You understand procedure and such.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. Well, get your secretary to talk to my secretary, as it were, and I'll expect you forthwith.
All right. So here's what I want to do, Sheepdog.
Okay.
We're gonna set the time. We're going to have the time, and then Adonai's friends with his navigator, right?
Yes. Although you don't know where the navigator is.
He's missing.
He's been missing. Oh, okay. Do we have any other contacts on Footfall? Blur does, right?
Blur has a shit ton of contacts on Footfall, yeah.
Blur.
Also, I have a contact, Shady Shane.
Yeah,
Blur.
Shady Shane.
Blur. I would like you to reach out and confirm that he is in his throne room at the time of the meeting, that people haven't seen him, like, fleeing Footfall.
I can do that.
All right. And then I'm going to shoot his throne room with my Briggs cannon. That's what I'm going to do. It was at the top of the tallest tower that overlooked all of Footfall.
It is very much shootable.
It is basically just the top of a spire.
Yep.
I'm going to shoot it with a laser beam. An Archaeotech laser beam.
You're shooting it with that? Okay.
That's going to do a lot of damage to that asteroid.
No, because it's the top. It's the tallest tower, so I can literally just hit the tower and not the I can burn off the top of a match head, basically.
That's going to take a very good.
Okay, so let me be very clear.
We can also aim for like an hour if we need to, right?
Yes.
Because it's the front of the ship, so I can just be like, oh, I'm just maneuvering my ship.
Absolutely. This is 100% possible. I need to be very clear though. You are on a giant ship with giant weapons. You can't burn the mid-tip of a match head. You can burn the tip you can burn the tip off the top of a giant tower.
Right.
This is possible, but yeah.
Right. Not a match head. I understand. Yeah. Not a match head. I get it.
So, Blur. Do you like Vox in? I'm assuming to your.
Yeah, I'll reach out to some people down there, right? See if anybody knows if he's like around or what he's doing.
So the first person you Vox into, basically says, like the second the connection's made, he is screaming at you, Voidmaster, get the boarding crew off the shuttle.
Oh, the repair shuttle.
Yeah.
Oh. Blair, do it. Do it, Blair.
Get him off. Get him off.
Boom.
Pale, but they explode.
No.
So the shuttle has exploded. I'm assuming, like, were you calling them at the wheel? Like, while you're doing the ship?
Yeah, I would assume like in my hidey hole or something.
So
Yeah.
give me a give me a pilot with -10.
Okie dokie.
Do it well.
Does this count as a maneuver action?
Yes.
Haha! I get to reroll if I fail.
Ah.
Shit, where'd that go? There you are. Pilot spacecraft.
Make sure that it's neutral because you are doing it well.
All right.
Reroll if you fail.
He can't. I would say he can't do the. He can't add the +10 like to make it neutral as well.
Oh, okay.
Because it's one of those instantaneous, like it explodes,
okay.
And this is to
Sure,
stop
that's
it
fine.
from
So it is just total. So it is
yeah.
just a -10 overall.
just flat -10. Yeah.
Okay, so
I thought we had a Vox of the captain just like clipped to our shoulders. Do it well.
Do it well.
Do it well.
Do it well.
My name is
Right,
Beckett
so,
Briggs, and this is my Do It Well store on the Citadel.
Self-help
Service.
guide.
okay, for
They- in
free
the-
reroll.
In the canteen, there's
Oh,
just
Fate point.
a bunch of audiograms that are like Captain Beckett Briggs tells you to do such and such well, and there's just a whole series of like
Eat your meal
Fate
well.
point.
And clean the deck well.
ask that girl out.
yeah.
Well,
well.
you can do
So
it.
73,
Fate point?
94, 87.
Do you get any of those
71.
back, by the way?
I'll see if I'll see. Okay, let me roll 3d10. Damn it!
No. Ah,
What do you need to get on
All
that
right.
to pass?
So a 0.9.
9.
0.9 fail is, I mean, it's not as good as the very, very first roll, but it's not awful.
I mean, you didn't roll in 5 rolls. You didn't roll under 73.
64. 64 is the lowest you rolled.
Oh yeah, because the original one wasn't the -10. So yeah, 64 was the lowest.
Man, that +10 would have made all the difference. Sheepdog.
Hey.
Wop, 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 wop.
Wow.
So yeah, basically what happens here is the explosion shifts you off course.
Okay.
So you were aimed on you managed to kind of like align yourself to shoot and this kind of thing. The explosion has.
Well, I haven't fired yet. Obviously,
Yeah.
I still haven't confirmed that he's in the throne room, so
Yeah.
I've been shifted. Got it.
So you're it's probably going to take you a couple of hours to realign.
Well, he's probably not going to be there, but
Hmm.
Blur,
Can
I want you to
I
try
open
and figure out
somebody?
where he is.
You can do a focused augury.
Oh,
That works.
Like if you think he's leaving by ship, which would make sense.
Couldn't
you
I
can do
also use my Void Watcher?
It's a bit far away.
Adonai, Harmony, can't you, I don't know, smush brains together in a sexual way and figure out where he is?
like in a
We're
section.
floating in orbit of the planet.
Mostly their abilities are based on finding psychers in that sense, so they can't really.
He's got to have psychers on his ship, though. He's got to have a navigator, even if he ditched his old one.
Yeah, but there are quite a few ships there.
Yeah,
Right.
so
So
it'd
with
be
with,
like
with astropaths and other things, it'd be like finding a slightly bigger needle and a slightly bigger haystack.
Oh, can I do something with astro telepathy, or is that can I like trying to find a specific person?
If they're not a psyker, it's probably fairly difficult. I don't think you'd be
Okay,
able to find
let me
him
ask you
personally.
a question, because I haven't done a lot of much. So, if I was to say, have spent a lot of time with this man, which I would argue that I have, out of everyone here, I know his retinue of astropaths or anything like that I would be able to like just sort of boop, or does he have like multiple? Like, how does that work? You know?
He has a couple of not a fleet, but he has a few ships at his command.
I get that, but like, I mean, does he have like an astropath that he just has around him, like how I would have a personal bodyguard around me?
Not really. He tends to leave them on the ship. So unless you've been on the ship, which I don't think you have.
I mean, we've been on his ship. I was with Adonai during.
No, you were in his
Footfall government
chambers.
building type thing.
Okay.
Blur, that man you just talked to seemed to know quite a lot. Is he still alive?
Sorry, my mic wouldn't unmute. I vox back in like once we get everything like kind of settled, to check it to check in and see like what the hell is going on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You've still got him. You've got the cow on a chain, as it were. The guy who you took prisoner.
Or sorry, I vox back down to footfall to see if I can get to
The guy who just said, "Get them out of there now."
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
He obviously knew a thing. Let's get the rest of the story from him.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry, yeah, that's what I meant.
So basically, now that things have calmed down, you find out that, pretty much though, because you asked Footfall for repairs and that kind of thing, and the Inquisitor decided to go over. You don't know the exact reasons behind it, but traders were planted, explosives were planted, ready to, blow up the shuttle to cause a distraction so that Sebastian and Skulk can escape.
Where is he escaping from? Do that augury thing, Merson.
I will, Captain. I'm going to need Blur to read it for I.
Yeah, it's a perception with plus 15. Yeah. Oh no, plus 20. Sorry.
Perception plus 20.
Yeah,
I can do that.
Blur, in the interim, start moving us closer to Footfall. He's got to be leaving from Footfall, therefore, we don't know the exact direction yet, but being directly over Footfall is still closer to him than wherever he is now.
Oh yeah, there they are.
Yeah, they're right there.
They're right there. No,
what is it?
Oh, Captain, look, they have a giant neon sign above their ship.
Is it a Scooty Puff Jr.?
So they're not trying to engage you. They're trying to flee the system. So they're heading out away the other side of Footfall from you, and they're heading that way currently.
Full speed, all batteries, all everything. Fire.
So you're not in range yet.
Okay, full speed.
FYI. But if you want to engage them and basically start a fight.
Harmony.
Yes.
You blew somebody's head up one time, right? Something like that?
That turned out perfectly.
I've been known to melt a couple of thoughts or brains, yes. Why?
Just have fun with their ship. It's right there. They're evil.
What's the
We have
distance, GM?
Carte Blanche. Carte Blanche.
So I'm gonna say you definitely need to be a bit closer, and you're also going to need to get your choir together because they also have an astropathic choir on their ship.
Okay, yeah, let's
and
do
those
it.
guys.
Ooh,
However, because this is probably going to be a drawn-out fight, like a proper full-on fight, it's looking like. How about we end the episode here?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
that
I was gonna
sounds-
say because I can we can catch up to them. I can put us.
Oh, yeah,
I
you
can
can-
I can flank speed us and just push the engines.
I also have onboard actions that I can do to make them not able to detect us.
Yeah.
And we'll get our fate points back.
So
No.
yeah, it'll give you guys a chance to also check out what you can do during a ship fight. And this kind of
Yeah.
Sounds good.
So I can interfere with their detection so that we can sneak up on them before they see
Yeah.
us.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And XP. We can basically put points into being good at ship battles
Yep.
for next episode.
There are not enough points that Sheepdog could give me to make me better at ship battles, but maybe I can give myself points in not getting in your guys' way.
It's true.
I'll plan not fuck it up for the rest of you.
Plan not fuck it up. Every single plan on the righteous.
I mean,
Hysteria
that
is not fuck it
that
up.
was my plan today, and that worked real well with those charm rolls.
Yeah.
Hey.
I mean, one of the charm rolls worked.
Yeah, go look at the Hordor. Sure.
It's unfortunate we didn't get to him looking at the Hordor.
Yep, that's our Hordor.
Yes, the episode
I just
fades
wanted the
out
door
to
to
the
call
sound
him a
of just
bitch
like,
to
bitch,
feel better.
oh, slut.
Hordor.
And with all of this, he just blew up the repair vessel that was going to get rid of that Hordor.
Well, I thoroughly blame Mersom for that. He was the one looking for explosives.
No, he didn't. I didn't order him to look at the repair vessel.
Yeah.
Well, then it's your fault, but still.
It's not mine.
I was taking
So
care
is
of
this-
our ship.
Is this door like the doors in Fable where we can go talk to them and can like solve their riddle and then we can
Oh
go
god,
past them?
those doors were so much fun.
I mean, it's not much of a riddle. It's calling you a bitch. It's
No, but we sit there and listen. Maybe there's a pattern to the insults.
So it's a little. I like to imagine it a lot like the door yokai from Neo, where you have to like either insult it, be neutral, or be positive to make it go away.
The Fable ones were so much fun. It was like figuring
Yeah.
out what was actually going on was and then of course the treasure inside was incredibly disappointing always.
Not
honestly,
always.
not
Like
all.
two of the treasures were decent.
honestly, I didn't plan to make you guys keep the Hordor. It did legitimately just work out that way. I am glad it's still there though.
I'm getting rid of it.
It's going away. Cheap.
I know.
Don't set your heart on it.
No. I know. It's just it's
I
there
think
for
we
a little
should
bit longer.
sacrifice people to the Hordor.
What?
I agree.
If we take returning fire, I'm going to tech you so hard that it turns the ship that when we get shot, deactivate the
the
shield.
Hordor.
Boom. There we go.
We're
Perfect.
we're gonna shed like 50% of our crew here pretty soon. too.
Guys, let's do some shout outs. Get this
There we go.
bitch started. Mr. Eugene, let's start with you.
Hey, I'm Eugene. You can find me at twitch.tv/Eugene because Twitch. I recently, like almost everybody else on Twitch, became an affiliate. Woo!
Really? Congratulations.
Yeah.
Now, that's that thing that you don't have to try and do anymore.
Yeah, 2.5 years of work, and I've gotten to partner light.
Partner
Woo!
light, yeah.
We're doing it, boys. We're almost there.
It's kind of funny that I just skirted underneath that. I'm just like,
Yeah,
yep,
you just passed.
just past it, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you do a lot of work and you have a lot of graphics and a really high quality production value. I have a fat guy, a beard, and a sloth pinned to a sheet. So fair is fair. You should probably have your partner button. And you do.
I do.
There you go.
I am a variety streamer. I play a lot of RPGs, story-driven things, roguelikes. I occasionally do things with Sheepdog and others when they don't get sick of me. Looking to do some more stuff. People keep talking about the PlayerUnknown Battleground, and I keep looking at it and going, maybe I should, but I'm terrible. Maybe I should anyway.
Let's get a
Couple
full
of
squad
us,
of just people that hate each other.
Yeah, if
I should definitely play then.
If I can get in a group with you guys where you'll only mock me incessantly for my terribleness,
Now
but then pat me on my back and go, it's okay, buddy.
Here's some
You make
fucking
me-
highlights. Let me give you some highlights. There's a dude north of me, and it's like, wait, what? And no, he's not. It's like, I meant in front of me.
Yeah, that was legitimately a call out from Henley to me.
Another one from Sheepdog. He's like, grenade. And I'm like, okay, you're throwing a grenade. Boom. Blows up on my feet.
Yeah, I was like, grenade! And he's like, okay. Turns out I wasn't throwing one.
I've accepted my death.
No, it was like, he thought I was throwing the grenade, but it was...
So I ran onto the grenade instead of away from the grenade. So it's like, yeah.
It's all right. Don't worry about
one
it.
of my highlights, personally, that I loved from yesterday was like, all right, I don't see anyone dropping with us. I think we might be clear. Okay. What? There was a guy here. Why didn't you look? I was texting.
Perfect. Well, I mean, I would go into a fake combat situation with any of you. Real combat, maybe not so much, but fake combat, any day of the week.
I would go into real combat with Tux if I had to, but I'd feel
I'm
really...
great at playing dead.
The thing is about Tux is he's such a precious, sweet summer child
Guys,
that he's more
shut up a
likely to
moment.
die than
I'm going
me.
to show you a picture I just took of my dog.
Wrong camera. I think.
Oh, wrong
Oh, no.
camera.
Well, he's not showing
For
us,
us, for us.
showing them.
And then I'll show
I
you
want to
guys.
see it. Okay.
There we go.
Oh, oh
Look
no.
at that.
What
Anyway,
a whore.
yeah, that's me.
What a whore.
And
Fucking
because Henley
slut.
is busy showing off the dog, next, the next person.
Mr. Tuxtradamus, what up?
Tux. Cool. Tux is me. I am Tuxtradamus. You can find me at all the places, Tuxtradamus, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube. Like these lovely people, I also do streamy stuff. I've got 2 shows going right now. More are in the works, but are still in the works. So yeah, those are cool. Those are a lot of fun. Monday and Wednesday right now. Same time as like the usual RPG stuffs. So go check those out if you would like to. All of our old stuff's on YouTube. So if you don't have time to watch the actual live stream, you can go to the YouTubes and do that.
The YouTube.
So thank you all for hanging out with us tonight. This was a really, really good episode. I had a lot of fun. And I have obtained a person to do some things with.
Nice.
You don't get to keep that guy. I mean, no
What?
offense. I mean,
So we
look.
You said he could live.
You
I said he could live. Yes, I'm going to.
Live as a little bitch slave to Blur. I think that's the perfect punishment.
Right.
I was gonna exile them all.
Listen,
Like all
This
the
is
children.
I got the twins. Henley got Hans and an orc. If Blur wants a little slave bitch, Blur should get a little slave bitch.
Just let me keep
I'm
one.
not running the love cruise.
Just let me
okay?
keep one.
It's a love shack. It's a little
I'm
love
gonna get
place
high.
where
We're gonna do drugs.
you can get to.
I'm gonna bang him. It's gonna be great.
No, see, those are all things that are rewards.
No. I don't think you understand how Blur has sex.
No, I don't. You're right.
We
Baby.
don't want to know how Blur
I don't want to know how Blur has sex, but also, you know, he'll eventually develop a pathos where he likes it.
I'm
Yeah.
a little bit curious as to how Blur has sex.
Well,
Snakes
we're
have
about to
like
get into a
7
strange conversation
penises,
about
right?
consent,
So like,
but you know, I want to keep him.
We'll talk later.
look, we've been through this. Wreckage will always say yes, but Bracket Briggs would be like,
Well, I mean, but now there's 3 of us, and we're gonna argue Bracket Briggs. We're gonna wear Bracket Briggs down.
we'll go to the.
I can't just keep having you guys acquire people who increase the deviancy on my ship.
Why not?
We're
That
just
seems like fun.
asking to
We
draw
do our
attention by
jobs.
Slaanesh.
We do our jobs. This is our downtime.
Wreckage, I had to break something to you about in the episode that you weren't there with. That kind of already happened, so, you know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't want to do it even more.
Listen, Slaanesh saved us from corn, right? So Slaanesh must be good.
I mean, like, you know, getting rid of this one dude to stop a little bit of deviance is a band-aid on a bullet wound, basically, at this point.
Yeah, well, I'm saying is you can't just keep saying yes. You have to say no at some point.
No, you can keep saying yes.
I mean, you
Yes.
keep saying do it well.
Now,
Yes!
I want you. This is what you're missing out on if you say no. I want you to imagine, right? There's myself, Adonai, and Blur. We're at a dog park, and we've got our little humans running around. And we're just like, so how long have you had him? And he's just like, how about, one
I had
episode
to
of
get
Die
her
Hard?
spade. She was just going around the ship, just boning everyone.
At this point, the plan is just to gather all of the heresy on the ship, so then I can pilot it into a sun.
Sex isn't heretical.
Why am I being dragged into the sun now? I have done nothing wrong.
Yep, Mersum is me and Mersum are going to be the
Mate,
two people
come
on
on,
the escape pod.
you walk
This is
through.
no way heresy. This is a purely consensual two-way S&M
No,
relationship.
These are
no,
consenting
no.
adults having consensual, weird, freaky ass sex.
You know,
The way I look at it, right? You basically Marsim walk through the halls with a full-on erection because you're literally inside of your lover at all times. So
there you go.
You're all gross and weird, and I'm going to figure out how to get you all killed.
sweet. Speaking about gross and weird, let's go on over to the floof night. How you doing, sir?
Hey, find out which one I am over on my channel. Lately, I've been playing Players Unknown Battleground.
Did you get?
I think
Did you get?
affiliate. Yes, I did.
Nice.
Yeah,
So I'm
it-
surrounded by affiliates. Nice.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
it feels great because, as usually said, we've been doing this for years and just chugging away without any real acknowledgement of progress. And then affiliate comes out, and I got that email, and it made my day.
So did you have to
really-
I
reply?
never got my email.
Mine was in my spam.
Not there. Doesn't
Oh.
exist.
Wait,
I
so-
just like I had a notification on Twitch. I was like, oh.
Is there an application process, or did they just enable it?
They
for you?
invite you.
No, they just
They said very specifically you can't apply. They invite.
Oh.
So the fact that they sent that out to me and I got it, felt really great.
Mm.
But yeah, I think I have a couple games floating out in the future. We have Stalker, maybe Tyranny, which
Wait,
gives
hang on.
me
Are you gonna
some-
play Misery on Stalker?
I don't know. I had to
You
do some
should
research, and
talk-
I've
look,
heard that there's
seriously,
mods and stuff. I should
talk
do.
to me.
You have to do a mod.
Talk
because
to
the
me,
game is basically
because-
unplayable.
No, that's incorrect. But talk to me because my entire job in my early stages of video game stuff was moderating a mod site which was mostly about Stalker. Shout out to Chernobyl.
Yeah, well, yeah, because that Stalker is not playable out of the box. It needs one of the major
Opinions,
mod
mate.
packs to fix
Opinions.
Yeah, but anyways, besides that, that's just one game floating in the future. Like I said, there's also going to be Tyranny is also floating up there. There's a couple of new releases coming out. Surge, I think. I'm not sure when that's coming out.
The May the 4th, I believe.
Oh, snap! I
me
better get on
check.
that. But anyway, that's me. Yeah.
All right, and last but not least, for the player side, we have Mystery Contender, the audio version of.
Did you do a thing for Tux?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I miss that? Okay, sorry.
Yes. Oh, it's May 16th. Sorry, not May 14th. May 4th, so close. For Surge, I mean. Mr. Audio, Dr. Audio, what up, sir? How you doing?
Yeah, getting live up in here with the fresh hip beats straight to your cerebellum.
How are you all of a sudden the oldest person in this game, in this world right now? You're just like, I know what the kids like.
Hi, everybody.
I'm hip. I'm down. I'm cool.
I'm down with the chronic.
Talk to me about my bitches and hoes.
I have sweat literally dripping from my balls.
To the window.
Because there's a song.
To the wall.
Oh, ski, 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 ski. You understand it's what all the kids are listening to.
Anyway, hi, I'm Dr. Wreckage. I do these things, such as this, and very excited, very, very, very excited for Numenera this week. Thursday, same time, same place. Pian will be joining the cast, and we will be revisiting everybody, sans True Neutral TV's Damon. So
That happening this week for sure. 100%.
yes. Well, I mean, unless one of you has an issue, I am definitely free.
This
I may not have a
motherfucker.
webcam still.
This motherfucker. All right, cool. No worries.
So, but I'm so excited for that. And then if I actually get to sell my house, and so that I'm no longer sleeping on a buddy's couch, I will move into a new place, and then I'll be able to do all of the streaming ever on my own. And it'll be great, and everybody will be happy. And we'll talk about that when it happens. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching, everybody.
Cool. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Oh, we got to do Sheepdog. Fucking, what up? Hey, Daddy. How's your poo?
What's up? I'm Sheepdog.
We have to do sheepdog.
Fuck me.
Nice.
Okay, everybody pile on.
You can
Sheepdog.
find him. All you need to wait for is when the affiliates get a new emote. Sheepdog has promised that he'll have a golden shit emoji. So,
Why?
because it's gonna be the emote's gonna be Daddy Doo Doo.
Oh.
I have
Well, surely that should be like a little shit emoji that has like glasses and a pipe and is reading a newspaper.
No, I mean I think you misunderstand how much you can see in 28 by 28 pixels wide.
I've seen some really good emotes. It's all about
Speaking
the
about
artist.
emotes, guys, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed tonight's game. If you haven't already done so, consider following the channel. And if you're feeling real saucy, subscribe. We just uploaded. You might have noticed that all of a sudden the emotes stopped pouring in because I just uploaded during the game high quality, high resolution emotes that just got made up. There's a total of 6 of them now. One for the $24.99, one for the $9.99, and 4 for the $4.99 tier options. And they're different now. They're different from what we had before. And the rest of them have been uploaded for trialing purposes over on Discord, where you can go check all those out. Some of them have already been used to an effective way, including Drake memes. So, you know, that's always fun. Tomorrow or tonight we have Board Games with Bearded Bros. I think we're on for that, right, Sheepdog? Yeah? Yeah, no problems. Cool. We just have to, I guess, wrangle the other ones back up. So, yeah. And that's pretty much it, guys. Tomorrow we'll be doing more board game, more Die Party. I've been trying to keep full-time hours, but it's a little hard because I literally have basically a baby now, because he poops everywhere and bites things. He literally ripped off a portion of the wall yesterday. It was crazy.
And babies do that.
Babies do that.
They rip off portions of walls.
Yes, his teeth are
Have
like
an
little
odd
nails.
impression of baby.
Yeah, it's biting things, ripping off walls.
He bit my girlfriend yesterday and like cut enough to like draw a lot of blood. Like there was blood everywhere. It was fucking nuts. So, you know, I'm gonna give the lady a bit of a break and look after the pup today. But you know, board games were coming up and all that sort of stuff. Check out the schedule for more information about what's coming up in the future. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Toodaloo.